So as you ladies are all kind of hanging out in the main area of the Dungeon Delvers Guild, listening to just the morning crowd kind of roll in, getting their early morning ales and their eggs and their meats and their baked goods. You all kind of meet up, um, catch up. You guys, those of you who haven't seen each other in a while or have not ever seen each other at all, you acquire some nice looking spidery cookies from your new proud dragonborn lady friend. And you see a post on the job board, which is not uncommon. But this post, the paper itself is glowing a little bit. And it kind of grabs all of your attention. It's glowing in this almost like it's emitting a reddish blackish kind of smoke coming from it. Um, does
Looks like a
anybody
fire hazard.
want to get it? It might be on fire. You don't
E-
know.
Elizabeth lifts up her veil and adjusts her glasses and kind of squints. That paper is glowing. Paper does not usually glow. She'll just kind of pick it up and like she'll take it out of the job board and kind of read it closely.
As you pick it up and look at it, and I assume all of you kind of huddle around to see this smoking piece of paper that Elizabeth
Mm-hmm.
has yoinked right off of the board, just yeeted it for herself.
Oh yeah.
Um,
This is too weird not to look at.
uh, yeah, and you're very much used to weird things happening.
Uh-huh.
And you see that it says in very, very nice handwriting, almost like a calligrapher's handwriting. It's ultra fancy, like French script kind of fancy. Um, it says, "The unholy offspring of night and death itself, the shadow beast and its kin, have been slowly eating away at my people for longer than I care to admit. I thought I could track and kill them alone, but I was wrong. I implore you, members of the DGD, to find and slay the shadow beast and its family, save my people, and return hope to the hopeless. I eagerly await your success in this mission." Signed with the initials VX.
Very exceptional.
Is that
That's
what DX
not
stands for?
sure.
I mean, those are words that fit that.
I thought exceptional started with the letter E. I don't know. Ever since I got this magical floaty thing, and she just kind of like swats at the purple crystal floating around her head, everything seems to make a bit more sense these days. But I don't know. Very well. VX. Well, this does not sound very good.
Can I see
Anybody
that?
who
She'll just kind of show it to you. Yes, you can see it, can't you? Not
Can
letting it go.
can may I please hold it?
Oh, yes, you may. She'll hand it to you.
Tessa just kind of takes it. She just kind of lets out like an exacerbated sigh, and then just kind of side eyes. Side eyes Elizabeth and's like, "Bet she used to be a teacher." Anyway, um, do do I recognize the handwriting or the initials? Like, does it ring a bell at all?
it does not. The handwriting looks like it probably belongs to someone of. You've only ever seen it from people who are consider themselves to be more upper class and who have formal writing training in some way. Um, but as you're looking at it, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh, total of 20.
As you're looking at this, trying to figure out the where you might know the handwriting or the initials from, you notice that something's happening on the back of this piece of paper. And you notice there is an additional script that is appearing quickly from left to right. And it's a beautiful purple script of symbols. Um, and you notice multiple layers of conjuration magic imbued into this piece of paper. What languages do you speak, Tessa?
Let's see. I speak Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Orc.
So you understand what the symbols are, does anybody else speak Draconic?
Because I am a dragonborn woman.
Let me investigate. No.
To be fair, I honestly forgot that you weren't Dragonborn. Out of game.
I will take that disembodied voice in my head, but I will hold my skin at the ready.
It took me a second to realize that you refer to Alex as disembodied voice in my head.
There are many things I have been called. That is one of the more fun ones.
I love it.
So is Tessa the only one that speaks Draconic?
I
Oh, you
just
do.
said,
You do.
The voice doesn't listen, it just talks, I'm sorry.
no, it's
I
okay.
don't.
It's okay.
Okay. As you notice the conjuration magic and you see this purple script starting to appear, these symbols start to appear on the back of this paper. You see that these draconian symbols start to show up, and as you're looking at them and you're reading and comprehending what they are, it has a new phrase. It says, "All who wish to help, hold this paper with one hand and hold your middle finger up with the other, and focus. Very quick, and you'll quickly travel to our mountain region. Climb the mountain to find and eradicate our problem."
Elizabeth looks at the paper and looks at Tessa. This paper does not have very good manners. Does it not know what holding your middle finger up represents?
Tessa looks down at her six-fingered hand and is like,
Which
which
one's
one
the
do I
middle
hold up? She's gonna look at
I believe-
Mabry and be like, Mabry, which one is your middle finger?
Technically, we have two middle fingers now.
I heard that amongst humanoids, it's actually a more dominant trait for you to have 6 fingers, but it's the most recessive trait I've ever seen. It's fascinating to meet young ladies with 6 fingers. Do all your family members have 6 fingers?
Nope, just me.
Yeah, just me.
Ah, yes, you are a genetic wonder then. Or so I would assume.
I like her. I look at Mabry and I'm like, I like her. She's the first one not to make fun of my 6 fingers.
Just nods in agreement, like, yeah.
Elise gives you this concerned look, Tessa. Is somebody making fun of you? She'll pull out this long, glittery mace with like a with a wooden bottom. I will whack them with my mace skin for you. You are a sweet young lady. They should know better. Do better.
Aw, thank you. Cadence, I have a question.
Mhm.
Which one, and I will hold up my 6 fingers, she goes, which one is the middle finger?
Uh, I mean, usually the one next to the pointer, so just pick one of those.
Okay, good point.
And
So,
she's like kind of like looking at her hand,
okay, good.
like
Good point.
holding my hand up, like, okay.
The comparison between the two.
Yeah.
All right, so if we want to help them, it looks like everybody needs to take a hold of this paper and lift your middle finger into the air.
Elizabeth's going to look around and go, oh, I hope Glenny doesn't hear me swearing. I would not get over that ever.
Glenn, fun fact, can hear finger gestures, like hand motions from anywhere on this plane.
Oh my
Great
god.
hearing.
Glenn is just there walking in. Did Elizabeth just flip someone off? She swears? What?
Where's my muffin?
I love how the start of this is hold this paper and flip it off.
So as you guys all grab the job posting with one hand, raise your middle fingers to the air with the other hand, you start to feel the pull of magic. Some of you have felt this before. Some of you have a feeling that you know what's about to happen as your body just get twisted and sucked into midair, and you disappear, and you reappear on the side of a very cold, frigid mountain. Snow and wind is blowing all around you. You have appeared in what seems to be the middle of a blizzard. Wind is blasting past your ears. Your eyes are barely able to stay open and focus as you're just getting pelleted by snow and some hail. You can't see very far. It's the morning time, but it seems like it's later afternoon, just because of how dimly lit it is right now, because of all this bad, crappy weather that's happening. And none of you are wearing cold weather clothing.
Oh no!
It's so cold!
St. Mabry certainly is
That
not.
awkward that awkward moment when Elizabeth's wearing chainmail, so she's just shivering in her chainmail. Oh my, it's very cold here. Oh my, oh my, oh no, oh no.
So go ahead
Did the
and
letter not warn about this?
it
There was
did
no
not.
warning of weather, but
It
I
said
don't know.
mountain.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about this? I told Glennon, if you're going up to the mountains, you better go bring a jacket. He said, no, they said, I'm fine, Elizabeth, don't worry. And look at me, how the tables turn. Oh no, I'll never hear the end of this.
Oh, this is cold. So
Somebody
cold.
go ahead and roll me a d4, please.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
Oh
Oh,
no.
that's not bad. So for the next hour, the blizzard rages on. So during this hour, do you guys want to hunker down and try and ride it out, or do you want to try and maneuver your way through the weather, trying to find the direction of where you need to go?
A minute, DM, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
This mountain, is it made of stone?
It is made of stone, yes.
Elizabeth looks at everybody. All right, ladies, gather round. And she's going to start to just like shovel snow out from beneath her. It's still cold and cast stone shape at 4th level.
You right? What's a stone shape do? Ooh, let's see. All right. You basically making a small 5-foot passage into the side of the mountain.
And she's going to try to like just motion everybody in. Everybody get in. Get in. I'll make as much room as I can.
Tessa will
So
squeeze in there.
as you guys see Elizabeth start to shape the mountain, just seemingly carve this small 5-foot by 5-foot entryway into the side of the mountain. It's a tight, snug fit, but with all of you squeezing together, you do get the benefit of shared body heat. The wind, you can feel it whipping over your face. Every now and again, it'll kind of change direction and make its way into the little alcove that you have made. But for all points and purposes, you sit here for an hour and you ride out the storm. And after about an hour, the sun doesn't necessarily come out, but the wind kind of dials back a little bit, and the snow does pretty much stop. So there's still flurries, but it's like that fresh powder on the mountain, and it's lightly just light snowflakes falling down. So it's a very pretty sight. It's still bone-chillingly cold, but you're not in the middle of a blizzard anymore.
Would have held up her shield to try to block off the wind, but I know it's not a 5-foot shield, so just to try to block off some wind.
It helps a little bit when the wind just all of a sudden sneaks and rips its way through. Yeah, it works. So, coming out, you see that the ground, any tracks that you may have had to kind of guess where to go, they seem to be covered. There's that fresh layer of snow on the ground. You take a look around and go ahead and make perception checks for me, please.
Oh, I'm not good at these.
Perception. Perception. Hacha.
I don't notice anything.
Nope.
Oh no.
I am too cold.
Um, so, so Cadence and Avery, you see Elizabeth and Tessa just like shivering and huddling together to try and keep themselves warm between their not preparedness for cold weather. But so you see them like huddling and trying to stay warm and kind of not wanting to come out of the safety of that alcove. But you look around, and as you look out, you can see pretty far. You can see that you're in the middle of this mountain. You're like I said, about halfway up, but you can see out for miles. there is, you can see way, 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 way off in the distance that there is a small town. You see there's another mountain in between you and this town. And as you look at the rock alcove that's been carved out and you look around, you have a feeling you know what mountain you are on, but I don't know if any of you have been here before. If you go to the actual um, world building communication and go to the actual map that we have of Eridan, I'll show you exactly where you are on the map because based on your perceptions, you have an idea of where you probably are. So if you look on the map, you'll see that there are two mountains to the northeast of 100 Acre Circle. There's big rocks and this big dark mountain that you think you're on, which is called Middle Finger Mountain.
Ah!
What? I see.
Ah, that's funny.
Here is the actual link right here. So if you follow that, you can see the map of the country as you know it to be. And you can see way, way off in the distance, 100 Acre Circle, but just barely. And you can only see it because of how high up this mountain you are. And as you look up the mountain, you realize there's a lot more mountain to climb. And you know that the message that was provided said, climb the mountain and slay the beasts. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to make your way back down, or do you want to make your way up?
I feel like it would be wise to speak to whoever sent the message, but it looks like a long trek. How do you ladies feel about it?
Says one. Have any fire magic to keep us warm?
Well, it's funny you say that.
I was gonna say I could do firebolt.
Yeah, I have firebolt, but I don't
Ah.
have like anything else.
Oh, I have something else, but like I figured like something else would be dangerous.
Chromatic orb.
I have a flame tongue longsword.
Yay!
Ooh.
I don't know if it gives heat though. I'm reading it. It doesn't look like it gives heat.
It's
But
gonna
it
be
gives
on
light.
fire and give light. I'll say that just like in Breath of the Wild, you can use it as a heat source. It wouldn't be like a super great heat source, but it would be enough that it would provide. You could pass it between all of you continuously just to keep yourselves warm. And you could basically have two people huddled around at once, so you could just kind of pass it around every couple of minutes.
Love
and
it.
you can stay warm.
Lisa that makes her way toward the front immediately.
Well, it's a long shot, but I have an idea. Miss Elizabeth,
Yes?
how comfortable would you feel flying in this weather?
I am currently, I believe, unable to. She jinks at the jingling chainmail on her person. I can't fly if I'm wearing medium or heavy armor, which I believe chainmail counts as. I think is that what my flying speed said? It says well no okay well actually I think it's just reduced to half because my flying speed would be 50 if I'm wearing light armor, but I'm wearing medium because of chainmail. So I could fly, but I could not fly fast.
Okay, but you
I
could.
can fly, but I cannot fly fast.
Okay.
You cannot fly at all if you have medium or heavy armor to use the
Never
speed.
mind.
Yep.
Never
So.
mind. I cannot fly. I am too old, and this chainmail is very heavy.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Cadence, how much can you carry?
Where would I find that? How do I know how much I can carry? I can carry
go to
things. I'm
equipment.
strong.
Go to equipment and
Uh-huh.
click on carry weight carried, and then it actually tells you how much you can carry and how much you can push, lift, or drag. Yeah. What's that number?
Push, lift, or drag 480 and carrying 240.
240. Okay.
How much do you currently have under current weight
Uh,
distribution?
Under current weight items, are we counting coins?
I don't.
Okay, 159 then.
You can carry like 60 pounds. Well, like 90 pounds. Before your movement's in half.
Okay, well,
Am I carrying armor? What am I carrying?
okay, well, hear me out. Um, if our lovely if our lovely cleric here takes off her armor, she has her normal fly speed. I can cast fly on you and Mavery, and you could carry me, and Mavery could carry her armor.
That sounds amazing. I
Or
like this plan.
if you want to do that. How long does fly last for?
It is a concentration spell, and I believe it lasts for an hour. Let me triple check. Hold on. Fly, 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 fly. Concentration. It's 10 minutes, not even an hour. I mean, I'm, I mean, it's 60 feet of flying. We'd get somewhere a lot faster.
You would get pretty far.
I do not mean to literally. Is it or is it figuratively? No, it is figuratively. Literally, literal, literal. I cannot speak today. I'm too cold. Ah. What I'm trying to say, little pink-haired, six-fingered sweetheart, is that I do not want to compromise my armor. I'd rather trek through the cold, unforgiving, painfully unforgiving snow. Because what if something is up in the air that I get hit by? I can heal all of you, but healing myself, I'm just trying to be cautious, is what I'm trying to say. We don't know where we're going, and I'd rather take what seems safer than do something risky. But that is just me. I will go with what everyone thinks is best, but I am at my best when I cannot get hit because I cannot take a lot of it.
I can assure you that if you do get hit, I can help you.
Me too.
Very leery. But if this is what you all think is best, I better not become a pincushion. I don't want to be like my little thimble at home.
I promise not to let you be a pincushion, and if you were to fall, I can catch you.
Righty then. I will have you know, I am I am also partly subconscious. You see, I'm actually a dragonborn woman with a horrible skin condition that needs two feathers and flying. So I don't really struggle too much. I don't mind flying. I mean, I really don't. It's just whatever you say is best. Just give me a moment to get out of my chainmail, and you know.
Yes, yes, of course. And then as soon as I hear that, I instantly turn to Mavery and say, Dragonborn? What? Just completely baffled. Just absolutely baffled.
Right, what? I
What?
mean,
That's so
Out of
cool! Oh my gosh!
out of character, out of character. This is the first time I mean, like, I've met a lot of people who are like, "The fuck is her problem? Is she okay? What's the deal with that?" And Tessa's like, "No way!
That's so cool! Oh my god!
Then it
Well,
was just like, okay.
and
Tessa,
Mabry is essentially a child right now, so she just goes with what is said.
and Tessa
Oh, but
understands being different. Like, she gets it. Because she's actually a changeling and no one really knows except for maybe Calbus.
Albus knows.
I
Albus
was
knows
about
all
to
the
say
things.
Yeah.
Mabry if
Yeah.
she like wasn't thinking like, wow, cool dragon, because she's small. Um, but you know, if she were her grown-up self, she would have that same understanding that Tessa does, because she was a very tall blue lady. You know, you kind of stand out when you're a tall blue lady with horns.
Yes.
But
So as you doff your medium armor, your chainmail, and you prepare to get set up to do this 10 minutes worth of flying and getting yourself where you need to be, you ready to go?
I'm all set. Ready when you are, little ladies and taller ladies, and with 6 fingers, ladies.
Okay,
So
so
inclusive.
I will spend 4 sorcery points to twin cast um my uh
Fly spell.
my fly spell, which is so um
When you
in
twin, whatever the level count of your level is, double that and add that to your DC.
okay. And as so my DC is now 7. Um and I'm playing music the entire time while I'm doing this because it's a concentration and the only way that I can cast it is through my lute. So as Cadence is like carrying me as she's flying, which she's flown before, it's just me like laying in her arms, like playing music as we go. She's
This
holding
is
me like
cool.
bridal style, and I'm just like la la la.
Yes. I like this. This is fun.
Yes, I mean,
Before, or does it cost you 3? Because it's a 3rd level spell.
It's it's 4 to twin it, because it's there to twin for a cantrip. It's 1 sorcery point. For a first level, it's 2, and then 3 for
It's 1.
third.
It's 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. It's just 1 for a cantrip instead of 0. So it's 1 and 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's
Sure.
only the level of use spell. So
Sure, I'll
Yay.
spend less. You betcha. Like, sure.
that's how it's written.
Awesome.
You can
I
spend
misread
number of
that.
sorcery points equal to the spell. So yeah, it only cost you 3. So
Yay. Cool. Off we
cool.
go. Pew.
All right. So you guys fly. You take off and you just start scooting and cabooting right up the mountain. You go fairly far. You're kind of avoiding trees, avoiding some falling rock that comes down, and you start to feel as you're getting towards the 10 minutes, towards the end of your spell, because you know when your spells are starting to come to an end, you've cast them enough. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay.
oh no, oh no.
13.
As you start to come towards the end of it, you see that you're basically flying almost directly up a sheer cliff face, and you're looking out fairly concerned that you're not seeing any place to land, and if you fall from this height, it is going to be very, very bad. But as you're looking out, you you see that there is a crevasse. You're getting right to the top, and you start to see this lip, and as you fly over this lip and your spell comes to an end, you catch your guys' self seeing this bridge crossing both sides of this crevasse. So you land on this side. You guys are not falling down the cliff. You're safe. You land on the side, and just as you get about there, thinking about trying to maybe fly across, you start to feel your magic wane out, and you feel this breeze start to pick up. The wind, it's not super strong. It's about, shall we say, 13 miles per hour. Uh, um, and you see this bridge. It's slowly swaying, ever so slightly, back and forth across this crevasse.
Please,
And this crevasse, you know from flying up, it is like 200 feet down.
may I have my may I please have my armor back? I do not think I will put it on quite yet, but I prefer to hold it than not.
Oh, of course. And I'll hand it back right away.
Thank you.
That was so fun. As I get down from Cadence's arms.
It's
I'm like,
very
that was so
fun.
fun.
You are very lively, little pink-haired girl. Would she know your name is Tessa by now?
Yeah.
Because I don't think she would. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I would have introduced myself. I'm sorry.
All right. Just checking. Well, how do you suppose we get across this very suspiciously rickety bridge?
There's actually steps that go all the way to the end here. There's not just giant gaps. It's just this is the only bridge picture that I could find. So there are wooden
I
planks
feel you. You're good.
from end to end. There's not like a 30-foot gap that you just have to jump and land on a rickety ass bridge.
Oh, jeez.
Figure it
That would be
out.
frightening.
Figure it out yourself, guys. Bye.
I have a question. For a
Mhm.
moment, I do not know what the rest of you can do. Can any of you give me the ability to be stronger for a shorter period of time? The stunning silence is very not reassuring, so I will is no. I was
Stronger how?
I mean give me a boost, so to speak. For you see, I believe if I fly across the way, I may carry one of you like a tiny baby. Maybe I can carry the super tiny one, points to Mavery. But you two might be a bit harder to carry, points to Tessa and to Cadence. I
How
may be able to carry the super small child across the bridge.
how far
Or
across? Oh,
I
sorry.
rather fly. Sorry, flying is what I meant.
Far across this bridge.
Yeah.
It's about 100 feet across.
Oof.
I can fly with the tiny child across if we can think of another way to bring the rest of you across. I don't trust bridges. You
Tessa
fall to them.
Tessa slowly raises her hand. She's like, "I have an idea."
Oh, goodness.
I
Uh,
like your ideas.
if you think you could get her across, I can very easily get Cadence and I across that gap.
Elizabeth will look down at Mabry. How tall is Mabry right now? Because I know she's a kid, but I don't know how tall she is.
Let me look at my notes, and I shall be able to tell you. Um, she is 4'7".
I will look at myself. I am about a little over 5 feet tall. If only I had some inspiration to get you across. The bard would know what to do by now.
The bard.
Oh, wait. Aha!
I know him. Them.
I know them too. Mm,
Oh, I was just taking the context of the words literally.
Oh.
So how are you guys gonna get across this bridge or this giant gap?
Yes,
When
what's your plan?
I may carry you, I only have a 13th strength. But if I had a little boost in some way, I might be able to get us across with little difficulty.
Yes. So I was taking the words inspiration literally. So Mayfrey would be like, I believe in you. You can do this. You can get me across the bridge.
I'll
So
say you
that
can roll an
Elizabeth
athletic check at advantage with it and inspiration if you want.
and Bardic
Is a good
inspiration,
idea.
because that's where I was
Sure,
going.
That's it, because my athletics is a +1.
sure. So roll at advantage with a bardic inspiration dice, whatever number that is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's a 1d6.
Nice.
that's gonna help some way, somehow, right?
Yes!
Oh my god! Avery!
Sorry.
Avery! I'm gonna spend it anyway because I want to see what would have happened. Yes, Avery!
25.
25.
You
I will hold the tiny child and carry her across the way.
you just see Elizabeth, basically like the nicest grandmother you've ever seen, just swooping up a child with a cookie, just flying across this crevasse. And you have made it, and you have made it. You are both across the way.
I like to imagine the cookies are like disproportionately large. Maybe it's just kind of like num 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 num, or we're just like flying across. Just
Num 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 num.
Oh.
How about the other two? How you guys got across?
I can only get 30 feet.
It's okay.
So
It's okay, Cadence, and I will offer my hand to her and say I can get us over there very quickly. I just need to know that you trust me.
of course. I mean, you've never led us wrong before. And so I'll give her my hand.
Perfect. As I hold her hand, I stick my I stick my free hand out, and my crystal around my wrist starts to glow, and in front of us materializes a beautiful golden door with a giant archway over it, and the door swings open. I say, "Come on, let's go!" And I cast Dimension Door.
A door?
Nice.
How do I
Love
go
it.
through the door? Oh my
Okay,
god.
so let's see. I just want to see what happens. Roll that 4d6 because I want to see what happens to this bridge where you left,
Okay.
and add 4 to your DC 18.
Wow.
So as you guys see this door open, as you are flying across Elizabeth with Mavery, you just hear this as this door seemingly just slams shut, and you see the two edges of this bridge right here just explode from this force damage, and the bridge just starts swinging down, and just halfway down the cliff, you see this bridge now fall against the side of the cliff, shatter into a lot of different pieces with parts of the bridge still connected, but now you just have this broken bridge hanging from just this side 100 feet down the wall, with now no feasible way for anybody else, short of magical means or flying, or really a lot of climbing, to get across this crevasse.
Oops.
I really hope we have a plan to get back.
I'm certain we'll find some magical way of doing things. Hopefully, I hope. We go forward.
Okay, forward it is. And I look at Mavery. I'm like, I don't know how many times I'd be able to do that again. I hope we can figure out how to get back.
Oops.
Oops.
I will
So,
let down the teeny tiny child on the ground and then pat her head.
so who
Yay.
wants to take? What's the marching order of you guys now that
I will
you start walking?
I will also put my chainmail back on if you just give me a minute.
Oh yes, yes. I would give chainmail to Elizabeth, and then I don't mind taking the lead.
Will you go ahead and roll survival check?
Ooh.
Ooh, survival. Oh no.
Oh no.
Bless, bless.
Oh, blessed.
Okay. You can go ahead and
Does
roll a
that work for
d4.
ability checks though?
It's attacks and saving throws, so you'd need guidance
Did you
for.
mean guidance?
I meant guidance. I meant
That's fine. Yeah.
guidance. So
Thank
sorry.
you.
So
Guidance.
roll a d4 and see what you get.
Okie
2, so 10. Okay, that was the DC. So
Yay!
So as you just bamf across this crevasse with a now broken swinging bridge, as you're waiting for Elizabeth, as you see her kind of putting her chainmail back on, getting herself prepared and ready to go. I'm assuming also very cold before then putting on very cold metallic armor to not be warm at all. Very cold.
No,
But you
it's not.
see that there is a very worn, kind of out of sight, what looks to be trail of sorts. It doesn't look like it's going to be an easy trail to follow, but it does seem to be heading further up this mountainside. So go ahead and roll a d4, since you actually roll a not a d4. It is done a d10. That's what I was looking for. D10 for me. 4. Cool. So as you are walking, um, you follow this trail for about 4 hours. You're making pretty good time. The weather hasn't broken into being anything terrible. You are, however, starting to get closer towards the end of the day. It's starting to get a little bit darker, darker than you may have been ready for. And as you are starting to see the sun start to set, you actually see this you find this giant alcove, and as you approach, you see that you're in between a sheer mountain face. It's almost semicircled around you, and you see as you start to get into this area, there are many bodies, many more than what's depicted here. So you see there are corpses of animals, there are corpses of humans, there are bones, there are all types of different monsters that look like they've either been thrown off of these immensely high cliffs that surround you pretty much in all directions up here, or have just been attacked and eaten to a point. What do you guys want to do?
Lovely.
Yeah.
That is not a comforting sight.
Say, could I just
Yeah.
like,
um,
I guess, take a moment to see if there's anything else to look around, see if there's anything else that I
Yeah,
could notice.
go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can I do it with Tides of Chaos so I
Yes!
can roll with advantage?
Yeah, you can.
Yes!
Yeah.
To step out of the way and go talk with Cadence, who's looking at this lovely tree.
I like trees.
I like trees.
As, as you approach the area and you tap into the weave um, to kind of get a better idea of what you see that there are a couple of busted up, broken tents and some bedrolls and rocks. Looks like people may have made camp here. And as you walk around a little bit more, you end up over here. You see that on this side of the wall there are pythons hammered in, as well as if you'd walk over here too, there are pythons that are hammered in every 10, 20 feet or so, going up the walls.
Ooh.
While she's looking at the walls, what are the three of you guys doing?
Do I do the
My
wild magic thing?
I was gonna say, she did Tides of Chaos.
Yeah, you can do it. Go for it.
I was about to say, it is at the DM's discretion. So,
Yeah, 90.
Oh,
Ooh, what's a
wow.
96 to?
That's a good
That's
Say,
one.
really high on
investigate,
the list. I guess
investigate,
so that's
investigate.
one.
Um, um, do, do, do,
Do you want me to post it?
yeah. Oh, I'm just super slow
You
at
gain vulnerability to
copy-pasting.
piercing damage for the next minute.
Yeah.
So you are now vulnerable to piercing damage that hits you in the head
Oh no.
Oh no.
oh
for a minute.
no.
I'm just gonna kind of back up.
Ice picks.
Those words
Cool.
hurt. Don't
Can
look
I
up them directly. They'll stab you in the eye.
can I try to use my divine sense?
Yeah. What's your divine sense do? Let's see
It
here.
tells
Oh,
me if there are
celestials,
celestials,
fiends.
fiends, or undead within 60 feet of me that's not behind total cover.
So as you are, let's see, how big is 60 feet for you? I want to know. Let's see.
That's fair.
It's that big. Uh,
Wow. That's
um,
big.
yeah. So as that pretty much encompasses everything almost.
Yeah.
You could literally move to cover the whole thing in a minute.
But I
Um,
just will sense that there's something. I won't know exactly like
yeah.
what.
As you are walking around, you don't sense that there are any celestials, fiends, or undead. You see that there are a lot of dead things, but you don't sense them being undead or any of the divine entities that you can sense.
That's a relief. Okay.
Elizabeth, Tessa, what are you two doing?
I am going to stand near Cadence and hope she pulls out the flame tongue so I could get a semblance of her. I could light a torch, but that will not get me very. Actually, I will just light a torch, but also ask Cadence to do that with the flame tongue and keep my eyes as squinting and focused on the tiny 16-year girls up ahead as possible.
Perfect. Yes, I will pull out the flame tongue longsword. I see her eyeing it, and I'm like, yeah, we should probably get this ready.
I will also
Uh,
hold a torch up with one hand and my cane in the other. Is better than nothing.
Okay.
And apparently, there's a command word. I don't remember if I had a command word, so I'm probably just gonna be like, "Be the light," and it will. It's a phrase. I
Let
know
it
it's a
burn.
phrase. It's fine.
Let it burn.
And
Okay.
let's start creeping along here.
All right, Tessa, what are you doing?
I would like to roll an investigation check on the things around me to see if I can figure out how they died. Like, was this a bloodbath? fight? Was it an ambush? Like that type of stuff.
Okay. So you can either roll investigation or medicine, whichever you would prefer.
Mm, I'm gonna do investigation, and I'm also gonna use Tides of Chaos.
So you got Tides of Chaos
Yeah.
and Guidance.
I have to go over
So
touch you though. Guidance, touch.
Okay, you might
wham.
want to leave.
Yeah.
And run back here.
On that note,
Hide behind a rock.
Okay.
when I get a chance, I'll do a medicine check myself.
Ooh, a
Cool.
4 on that.
Total of
Nice.
20.
So you got a 20, all right, and then Elizabeth, you can roll a medicine check if you so choose, and then you can roll on your wild magic table since you rolled Tides Chaos. 17. Okay. Let's see what you got on your table first. 98. Did you get all your things back?
Ethereal
Oh,
music.
music.
Cure
valid.
bar, that's great.
Okay, so between the two of you, you see that these creatures were either attacked and clawed and bitten to death. Um, you see that some of them seem to have been. You see multiple types of damage to these things. You see bite marks, you see claw marks. You see that one of the corpses seems to have been burned. One of them looks like it has been burned from the inside, so maybe through Elizabeth, you would know, you would recognize this from all the times you've seen the spell cast. It looks like something has been attacked with lightning in some way. You see a couple of the corpses are starting to look like they're freezing more quickly than um, than the others, and you see that you're starting to smell some noxious odor from the spider, almost like a poisonous, acidic, kind of acrid kind of odor. So,
This is
you-
not good. This does not smell, look, or feel good in any way, shape, or form. The absence of life is always very sad, though. Very acrid as well. I hope I'm using that word right.
you also find on these bodies enough materials to make climbing kits for all of you.
Ooh.
Um, so you each have enough random pieces that you can put together to create climbing kits.
Sense.
So,
Ooh.
Something strange is happening. This purple glowy thing around my head is telling me that I could make a climbing kit out of this. That we could make several climbing kits.
everybody, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Give
Perception.
myself guidance.
Okay.
Perception. 15.
I'm thinking about what a climbing kit is.
Guidance and roll a d4 because I'm terrible at perception because I have bold lady eyes.
Well, luckily you gave yourself guidance and rolled really, really well because the DC was 16. So
Jesus.
you got it.
Thank God.
As you're kind of adjusting your glasses and looking around and listening, you start to hear the beating of wings and the chittering of what sounds like younger age beasts calling to each other in Draconic. More so like they're giving each other a hard time. And you hear one of them go, "Yes, looks like we have fresh food. Fresh food alongside dead food. Ooh, yes, fresh, 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 fresh." And as you look and you listen and you track where you're hearing these beating sounds from, you see flying down from above you 4 different dragon wormlings.
Oof.
I need,
Thaumaturgy.
I need it. You want a thaumaturgy?
I want a thaumaturgy and try to intimidate them.
Okay. Go ahead and try and intimidate these dragons, and then everybody roll initiative.
Oh
I'm going to. Oh no! Oh no! 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 I'm going to yell in Draconic. How dare you! We are just passing through. Do not touch us! Do no! 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 No!
The bad dragon.
no. Bad dragon, no.
Go ahead
Danny, think
and
what you did.
go ahead and roll intimidation.
Of course, Justin wakes up to hear that.
Give myself guidance. Or no?
No, because you're using thaumaturgy as the cantrip.
Okay.
Oh my god!
No, 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 no!
We'll say that as you're up there yelling, you catch the attention of this blue dragon one right here, and they're shocked, and you see them kind of slam their claws into the stone wall and kind of stop there for a second. And what we'll say is that because you got a nat 20, you intimidated them enough to stay out of combat for the whole first round. So that blue dragon warbling will not do anything this first round. So they are effectively frozen with fear from this angry lady yelling at them. So I'm not gonna roll initiative for them yet. But let's get these guys all in order here. Okay, so you're up, and I think it's time that we do. Wait for it. This.
The music.
Yeah, music change.
Yes.
Elizabeth, you are up.
Elizabeth is yelling and frustrated and is going to go back to common and stop doing thaumaturgy. Tiny child, get over here! And she's gonna move towards the middle, look up at all of them, and hold up her mace cane, lower her veil over her eyes, and starts to just it starts to glitter, and she's going to cast a beacon of hope. Well, actually, I will hold my cast beacon of hope until Mavery gets here.
All right. So once Mavery gets over to you, who are you casting Beacon of Hope on? Yourself?
Everybody within 30 feet of me, which is why Mavery needs to get in close.
So I think Beacon of Hope you cast on someone, and then everybody after that, everybody within 30 feet gets max healing. Is that how that spell works?
Yeah, but is she within 30 feet of me is my concern.
Oh no, it stays with you, and you can move.
Yeah,
And
it's on you.
it floats with you, so it's not stuck unless you want it to be. So if you cast it on yourself, you're the beacon, and it just goes with you. So
Elizabeth will cast a beacon on herself and call out.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm here! Destroy them! They're trying to hit us!
all right, this is gonna be a concentration marker, so I remember. So you now have a pink marker. Man, those dragons rolled bad. Anything you want to do with a bonus action or more movement?
I will stand here and ready my shield and mace, and that's all I can do.
Okay. Cadence, you see these 4 dragon wormlings. One of them clawed their way into the wall and is kind of hanging out there. You don't know if they're scared or confused, but they're not moving for a minute. What are you gonna do?
Are they being nice? I'm gonna yell at Elizabeth.
They're in trouble and they know it! Get them before they get us!
Okay. That's all I needed to hear. So sorry, I'm just gonna remind people. Can I give myself a little aura because I have auras because paladin things.
That's fine.
Uh,
What? It's 10
I'm
foot,
just
right?
gonna post both of them so that. So I have these.
So they're both 10 feet? Cool.
Yeah. So I'll just
Cool,
give
man.
myself a 10-foot aura.
All right, cool. That's your Beacon of Hope aura, right? Cool. So you should be able to. If not, I can just toss that on there for you.
There we go. So I'm
Uh,
gonna try to move over to people's. So hello. I'll at least cover you two with that and stand in front of our friend.
I'm gonna make it blue so we can see it
Oh,
better.
that's cool.
Can you
Oh,
share the auras?
I didn't pick.
Oh yeah, you can't see the auras. That's right.
Invisible.
Wait a minute.
Blue.
Okay.
Green.
Whoa, green.
Make it teal.
That's why I had to make it blue because I couldn't see the yellow and the green.
I couldn't see the green before, so now it makes sense. And then
Yeah.
I want to cast Moonbeam with my action. And it has a beam of. Oh, it didn't give me the text. There it is. It has a 5-foot cylinder. Just F you in this 5-foot cylinder.
Okay.
So,
So here's what I'm gonna do. So Theo is going to be the moonbeam. Wherever Theo
I love
is,
Theo.
Theo
Theo.
is your moon. Theo is your moonbeam, so you can move him. I think you should be able to move him.
Okay, I can move
Here.
him.
Cool. So Theo is your moonbeam.
Let's go for that guy. Boom.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna put him behind him though, so that you know.
Or can I just kind
There
of
you
put him offset? There we go. He's just
Cool.
poking out over the top.
Great. Cool.
And
So when it's his turn,
that
he'll
makes-
take some damage if he fails
Perfect.
or saves.
And that will be my turn then.
All right. So the green dragon wormling has some decent speed. Cool. I gotta move this so I can see. All right. So this green dragon is going to. How far is this thing shoot? It's going. He's just gonna fly right down. Sees that you attacked his brethren and just gonna try and take a bite attack at you. So that's going to be a 12 to hit against the paladin, which I think misses.
Yes.
That's it. That's his turn. So he is flying in front of you. You see this pretty large dragon creature float in your face. Mavery, you're up.
Yes. I would like to start by moving 5, 10, 15, 20. There. Much closer to my companions.
The bubble.
Get in the bubble.
The bubble.
Get in the bubbles.
Can you get one more? Can you get one more bubble in?
Can I get one more bubble in? Yes, I
Get
can
in.
get
Get in
one
one more
bubble
spot in the bubble. Get in
I
the
think
bubble.
it's standing on something dead, but
It's fine. It's
like, oh, sorry.
Kick it out of the way. Kick it out of the way. It's dead already.
we don't care about social distancing. Get in here.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Do things. So on. Wait, how far are things? Okay, I'm pretty sure dude's not that far away, but. Okay. Yes. So on this one, I would like to cast a chromatic orb at the first level. Where is my thingy? There we go. And I am picking fire for the damage type.
Alrighty.
Whee!
Yeah, that hits. So you do 18 plus 24, which is 22, 42 fire damage to this guy. That's a
Yay!
shit ton of damage.
Oh my god! Yes.
I'm helping!
And add 1 to your spell DC for damage if that's the first. That's only a first level spell. Jesus, you did 42 damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, I only cast it at the first level.
You
Nat 20,
hold up.
man.
Yeah, you hold up this diamond and you just cast this fire beam at this wormling who is basically pinned against the wall right now, and you engulf him in flame. He is looking real bad. real bad.
Yay! And that will be all of the things I do.
Okay. Alright, Tessa, it is your turn. You wanna do?
Vitriolic.
Alrighty, so I am going to cast Vitriolic Sphere.
Oh, that's mean.
Yes, it is, and
So
I'm gonna do it at 4th level.
Oh shit, okay.
Yep. And it's going to land right, not here. It's gonna land right here. So it hits that one, and that one, because it's a
You just want me
20-foot radius.
Alright, so Kraken's gonna be your spear right now. Your sphere.
Awesome.
So it hits all those things.
So I wanna, then I wanna move him to right near, so that way he hits this one, but doesn't hit my friends. Would
Yeah.
she be
So
considered
basically,
within the sphere or no?
You could basically, because I can't put him between 4 squares. Yeah, you would be able to get all 3 of them and not hit her barely, but it has to go to a place, and it's It's right there. But yeah, it won't
Sweet.
hit her. She'll be fine.
Sweet. Blah. So all of them need to make me a dexterity saving throw. DC
I
16.
vastly underestimated how strong you were. Anyway, okay. 44 damage. Jesus.
Yep. They take that. If it makes any difference, if they pass, they only take the 30. If they fail, they take the 30, and then at the start of their next turn, they take the 14. So I don't know if
Okay.
the start of their turn, the end.
All right.
Hold on.
All
The
right, so we're
end
gonna-
of its next turn, they take the.
So the green boy rolls a 12, and they
Fail.
take 30 right out the gate.
Yep.
And it's acid damage.
Yep.
Damn. They're not immune to that. It's not poison, so they're looking real hurt. The blue dragon. It doesn't matter what the blue dragon rolls because the blue dragon's dead. He had like 8 HP left or 10 HP. It was in a bad way. And this white dragonling. All right, I'll take him off the board then. This white dragonling, wormling. Oh my god, it's looking real messed up, guys.
Yeah. So at the end of their turns, they will take the 14.
So you get to add 4 to your spell save,
Yeah, I will.
and you get to roll a d20 against that now to see
Okay.
if you can pass it. What is your save right now?
15.
Okay, you got to roll above a 15.
I wish I could cast guidance on
18.
you.
Okay, nothing goes off, but your save is still 15.
Okay.
Wow.
I just need to professionally be ready with guidance for you, don't I?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Sounds
All
Guys
right.
are powerful.
Yeah, I vastly underestimated how I should know how strong spellcasters are. I freaking have one. Anyway, do you want? So it's the red dragon's turn. Do you want to take the 16 damage from before on your moonbeam, or do you want to roll 2 more 10s? It's up to you.
Go big, go home, Cadence. Roll 2 more 10s.
Really up to you. Because 16 was.
Sorry, what?
was good. Do you want to So they failed. So do you want to?
Oh,
Do you want to keep the 16 moonbeam damage from the initial roll, or do you want to re-roll
yeah, I should
it?
probably keep it.
Okay, cool. So they take
Just out of
16.
fairness.
They take 16 damage on the beginning of their turn, and then he, not being happy with the fact that he had radiant damage and seeing all these other really mean things happen, is gonna fly in here, and
Uh-oh.
you see them go back on their haunches and unleash fire breath at all of you guys in a 15-foot cone. I need all of you to make dex saves of 13 or take 34 fire. This also applies to the green dragon wormling.
You also get, sorry. If it's a saving throw, you get a bonus equal to my charisma modifier, which is
It is-
+3.
So there's +3.
Kills
just so you
his
know.
own brethren,
Oh.
Oh, rude.
which makes him even more mad.
Oh, guys, I gotta make a concentration check.
boy.
Yes, you do. So you have to beat a 13. If anybody who has Tides of Chaos wants to roll Tides of Chaos, you can. I think.
Okay, so do I just roll
Yep.
I roll a con saving throw or constitution check?
It's a Constitution saving throw of 10 or half, so you have to get 17 because it's higher than 10. So a con save of 17.
Can I?
Yeah,
I
think
have.
I-
So I have a question.
Mhm.
So I would like to roll Tides of Chaos for Tessa. I have inspiration on Tessa from the previous game that I played. Can I give it to Elizabeth for her to re-roll her dex save?
Oh my god.
I
You
was
can choose
also
whether you want to
going
do it. You
ask.
can either use it for your deck save or your con save, whichever one you want. If you
Okay.
pass your deck, you don't have to worry about the con save. So, yeah, you can. You can totally do that.
Cool. I will
Cool.
mark that off of Tessa's character sheet.
Okay. So you can go ahead, Elizabeth, and re-roll your original deck save if you want.
I'll
I would
reroll the dex
also
save.
like to use my Tides of Chaos so Cadence can redo the deck save thingy.
Oh, 16. Oh no, I miss it. Do I miss it?
No meat to beat, right?
Oh.
It's 13. So you
Oh.
so you take half damage rather than the full damage. So
I see that.
you take 17 damage, but it means your con save is only now a 10.
Okay. Come on,
So-
con save. Come on. Okay. Con saving throw, you said?
Correct, yeah.
Come on,
Yes!
Elizabeth.
Nice!
There you go.
It's up.
Yep, it does. So you take 17 damage, 17 fire damage, but you do not lose your beacon of hope.
I'm
Okay.
down, but I'm not out.
And then I would like to roll. I would like to roll my dex save again using Tides of Chaos.
Okay, and then you were doing that in Maver, you were giving something to Cadence to reroll?
Shit.
Yeah, I was asking if I could do the Tides of Chaos, but like give the reroll to Cadence.
Are you allowed to do that with Tides of Chaos?
I
don't
don't
think
know.
Isn't
Someone's
that-
let it happen before for someone else, so that's why I was asking.
you have to do it for yourself. You can bend luck for somebody else,
Oh,
but
okay.
you spent 2 sorcery points and you give them a D4.
Oh, well, how
So-
close was she?
So what happens is
It's not that close.
if she gets a 4 on, and okay, if you do bend luck and she gets a 4 plus the 3 from her aura protection, she would
It's
pass the save.
fine. No, because I think that's already added to my thing.
Yeah, it automatically adds into your character's
It adds
D&D
it
and
already.
Beyond.
Because
Yeah.
I have a +5. That's ridiculously high.
Yeah.
Okay.
It must already be in there.
So yeah,
But thank you.
So you'll
It's
fail,
okay.
and you'll take 34 fire damage.
Okay.
Cool.
I also
And
take 34.
That's why we tanky.
Take
It's fine.
34. Okay. Cool. All right.
That's what I'm here for.
All right. So that is its turn. It
I
used
also
it.
took the 17 damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah. If you pass it, you take half. If you fail, you take 34. So at the beginning of this white dragon's turn, it takes that 14 damage, right?
Yes.
From the vitriolic sphere. It dies. It had 2
Nice.
HP. So Elizabeth, it is back to you, and you guys have one dragon wormling left,
Okay.
it. and all your friends.
All right. Well, we're doing preserve life,
Okay.
and I have 40 to. Okay, so it says that I had 40 to spend, but I can only heal everyone up to half of their current health. No more than half of its hit point maximum. So who's looking real bad right now? Mostly just Tessa.
I can take 24 of your healing points based off of
So-
that ruling.
So 24 to Tessa. What is half of 45? Half of 45. I can't do that for you. I can't.
22.
Okay, and then she's at, and then Cadence is at exactly half. And
What does that mean?
it says this feature can restore a creature to no more than half his current hit point maximum. So I don't think I'm allowed to bring you up to
So it's
higher
fine.
than half your HP.
So we good.
And then yeah, so that was just to bring Tessa up to halfway.
Oh, halfway, sorry.
Anything you want to do on a bonus action or movement?
Let me check. Probably can't do that. I don't think I have any more bonus actions. Oh, you know what? I will cast a healing word.
Right, and they get max healing. So,
Max,
because you're in your aura, so it's just maximum. So
Yeah.
it's 10. You rolled 10 anyway.
max
So there you
healing is 1d4 plus my spell cast ability modifier, which is 10. So yeah, I will give the 10 to Cadence. No, actually, I'll give it to Tessa because Tessa's down.
That's fair. That makes more sense.
go. All right. And Cadence, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm assuming Moonbeam drops. I'm gonna let it drop if it hasn't already because it's concentration, I think.
Yeah, you can roll a concentration saving throw if you want to try and keep it up, but you'd have to roll 17.
Nah, that's okay. I'm just going to march over here. And I'm going to. So Moonbeam's gone, Theo's gone. And instead, let's see. What flavor of smite should we use today?
All of them.
All of
What
them.
what flavor of smite am I feeling today?
What
Indubitably.
flavor would be nice? Let's just do a nice branding smite. And I'm just going to attack with my flame tongue longsword. I forgot how to play this character. I'm sorry. So I get we'll start with that.
So the 10 will miss.
Okay. And I get 2 attacks, so I can try again.
10 will miss again. But you do
Oh,
not lose your
boy.
branding smite because it's concentration and you don't hit. So it's still on there
So
until.
it'll be saved for next time.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I swing and miss twice.
All right, Mavery.
Whee! Do. Let's see. Consult the spells. I'm just gonna cast a magic missile at the dragon thingy there. So,
Okay.
I just forget because like this is a. I always forget how it rolls, so it just rolls damage like on that.
Yep. So you automatically hit. So you get
Okay,
3
so
darts at level 1, and then every level higher you just add 1 more dart. So
it's just the level 1. Did it roll the last one?
it did
Yeah.
not.
Okay, there.
That's 3.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it did. I just can't see it. I'm blind. 10.
Let's
Cool.
say yeah.
So you get
Ew.
to those auto hit, and you get to add 1 more to your wild magic. And you know what?
Whee!
Roll on that. See if you can lose to a 3, because I think that's what your
Whee!
DC is.
Yeah, it is. What am I rolling? A d20?
Just a straight D20. No, you're fine.
Darn.
I was like, maybe she'll get a 1 or a 2.
That
Or
would be funny.
Would have been hilarious.
All right. You want to move or anything?
No.
All right. Tessa, it is your turn.
Okay, and I will ask because I used Tides of Chaos before. Would you like me to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table, or would you like me to wait?
Roll on it.
Okay.
See
More
what you get.
More chaos. A 3. For the next,
For the next minute,
you
you
can
can see
see.
invisible stuff.
Okay.
Well, there is nothing invisible that you can see.
Oh,
So
okay. I just shake my head and like kind of smack the side of my head for a minute. I was like, bam, bam. Oh god, that's weird. Okay, never mind. And I'm gonna point as I'm like hitting the side of my head with one hand. I'm like pointing a finger at it with the other, and I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
so it's a 16 to hit.
Yeah,
It does not hit.
that would jump too. Damn it.
It does not hit, and you get to what's that spell level? Level 1.
Level 1.
Okay. So what's your? Go ahead and roll. See if you can break your DC. See
Okay.
if you fail.
I fail. My DC was 16.
All right. All right. So now you get to roll on the table again. 25.
Oh,
What's it gonna be?
I've
2
seen
rolls in one
25.
turn.
Oh, that's right.
Oh hey.
Wow.
Ooh.
Are you turning into Glennon now? Is that what's
Oh,
happening?
snap.
Is that what's happening? So your DC resets back to 1 now
Okay.
because you roll on the table. So you're back to 1. You missed with a 16 though. All right. Are you gonna move anywhere or any bonus actions or anything?
I'm gonna take a step back and like look at Elizabeth, and all 3 of my eyes blink at the same time, and that is the end of my turn.
So I'm gonna roll a D6 for this thingy jig. Nope, it does not get its thingamabob back.
Good.
But it doesn't like that you just swung at it, so it's
Yeah.
gonna try and bite you.
Okay.
For 24 to hit,
That hits.
for 8 piercing damage plus 5 fire damage, so 13 total damage.
Okay.
And it's gonna try and fly away because it has 60 feet of flying speed. So it's gonna try and fly away. You both get attack of opportunities because it's right by both of you. So if you want to try and hit it, you can.
Yeah.
So it's gonna try and fly away.
Get it.
No.
You miss.
Aw.
Mavery, do you want to take a attack of opportunity?
Yes, you do.
Yes. I'm just gonna throw a cantrip at it. Ray of
Warcaster?
Frost.
Do you have the Warcaster feat?
I don't even know what that is.
So you can only cast a cantrip or a spell as a attack of opportunity if you have the Warcaster feat. Otherwise, you have to like stab it with something or slice it with
Oh.
something.
That's frustrating, and I learned something new today.
So this dragon. You can try and stab it if you want.
Yes, I was saying I'm gonna try to stab it, but
Okay.
learning new things.
Oh, you totally
Ooh.
stab it. You stab it real
Yeah.
hard. Okay, cool.
Damn.
So this thing is 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So basically it flies 60 feet up in the air. I'm going to leave it there because technically it flew straight up and you guys can still see it. And it might be in range of some of your spells. So basically it was right here, but it's now 60 feet up. So for math purposes, from Elizabeth, it's 75 feet from you in the air.
Okay.
So, but I'm just going to put it up here so we know it's flying. Actually, 6. Cool. It is your turn. You see this dragon flying away.
Elisabeth's going to look at everybody and call out, "Anybody need heals?"
All. All.
Elisabeth's going to look over towards Cadence and Mavry and look up toward the dragon. How's the dragon doing?
He's hurt, but he's not like on death's door or anything.
All right. Elisabeth's going to put a hand on Tessa's shoulder and give her 10 HP through healing word
Thank
as a bonus action, and walk 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and look up at the dragon, livid, and cast at first level guiding bolt.
Oh, okay. Do it.
Nice.
That for sure hits, and that's a lot of damage from guiding bolt. I'm gonna put this other color so the next attack gets advantage. It's gonna be nope. It's gonna be pink.
Elisabeth's
Oh,
going
cute.
to yell in Draconic, "By the power of Bahamut, you will fall!"
As you blast it with this guiding bolt, you see that it like rips through the bottom part of one of its scales of its wings, and it's having a hard time keeping itself up in the air. It kind of like barrel rolls a little bit. It doesn't fall down, but it is definitely going to be slower than before. So it's still up there, but it's having a bad time. Cadence.
Being so rude. Mm. I'm gonna bring back Moonbeam.
Okay.
Can we
Gonna
have
cast a
Theo
Moonbeam.
back?
Yeah.
Thank
Theo,
you.
Go.
Theo beam.
Okay.
Yes, Theo.
14 Conte. All right. Cool. No, the queue is over. That's just rude. Hold on.
Oh,
Combat's not over yet. We need to go.
Oh, we found a
we're too
tavern.
epic.
Fall inside that cave, you guys, wherever the cave may be.
All right. So Moonbeam's up. Mavery.
Whee! Yes. Yay. Okay. Do. So now, I would like to try to bring a frost
Okay.
to the enemy.
That misses, unfortunately.
Oh,
You have
know,
advantage because of guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt, that's right.
Do you have advantage?
Okay, so let me kick again.
That does hit.
Yay!
And this thing is looking not good. Having a bad time.
And as a bonus action, I would like to use healing word at the 2nd level on Cadence.
Okay. So add 2 to your spell DC.
Do I
Cadence,
add? Do I add 1 from the cantrip?
No. Cantrips are
Okay.
0. Yeah, I only count the leveled spells because that would be way too much. So,
Got
Hey, that's exactly max too.
there you go. 12.
Yeah.
4.
Max healing, everybody. Max
Yes.
healing.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep. Tessa.
Okay, I am going to line up another shot with Chaos Bolt, and if you'll let me, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to get advantage with it.
For it.
And this is going to be cold damage, because I can,
Okay.
for an 18 to hit.
That hits. All right.
Oh, sorry, I don't get to call it. That's right. I forget about that. So that's a 7, which is psychic damage, or a 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is lightning. No, we'll hit it with some lightning damage.
All right. You basically throw this ball of lightning up at this dragon, and he is like hanging on, barely, but he is. He is hanging on.
And I yell in Draconic, "You're really rude!" And that is the end of my turn.
All right, and you get to add
Yeah,
whatever that number is to your spell save.
Yeah.
For your spell. Cool, and he now has to make a Constitution save. Beginning of his turn.
Toast them.
Uh, as you see a guiding bolt hit him, you see a ray of frost hit him, you see this ball of lightning hit him, then you see that this radiant beam that you had called down just incinerates this dragon in all kinds of multiple. It's basically an energy storm going on up there, and you have killed all 4 dragon wormlings. They're dead, and we can go back to regular, not crazy music. All right, so as you guys take care of all of the dragon wormlings, you look around and it's very quiet. It's like the sound right after a fresh snow, where it's very quiet, it's very calm. Um, and you see that it is starting to get darker.
Okay,
So,
bubble stays up. Bubble stays up. Got it. Bubble stays up.
So while that's up, Cadence, what is your health? I can't see it.
It is an open move.
33.
Oh my
33.
God. Look,
It's okay. It's okay. I'm a paladin. I can do things. It's
Okay.
fine.
I am gonna give you a greater healing potion, and then I'm gonna run over to our healer, and I'm gonna give her my last one as well. As long as you guys drink this within the bubble, you guys should get the max heals from it if I
So,
know that spell correctly.
Oh, thank
so
you.
plus 20 HP for me,
mhm.
and let's just subtract 3 from that.
Can I just click it to roll it? It's pink.
I
Is
mean,
that
you
No,
can,
yeah,
but you
you-
get max
you
heals
can,
because
but-
you're in the bubble.
Oh, okay.
Because Beacon of Hope is still technically up. You can
Yep.
heal the full 20 from it.
Yep, Beacon of Hope is a solid spell to keep up.
And then I give
Yeah.
Mavry my last healing potion to go
Cool.
to drink. This is Tessa. Tessa is a potion dealing machine.
Nice.
least
How much do I get? I can't math.
10.
I will tell you that the opportunity for a long rest is present now if you don't want to burn your potions.
Okay.
Just
I-
so you don't feel like
I
you
say-
wasted them.
I say, Tessa,
I say rest.
keep your last potion, because if we're taking a long rest, Elizabeth will just do a prayer of healing to get everybody back up a little bit, and then we probably just expend the rest of the hit dice from a long rest. Elizabeth is
Hit
going.
dice and long rest, you just get everything back.
Elizabeth
Keep your things.
Elizabeth is going to pardon herself and go, "Please excuse me for a moment, ladies. Just wait here for about 10 minutes." And she will yell out, "Bahamut, if you can hear me! Hello? I've had a very strange day today. Where do I begin?" So, because it's maximum healing, it's not the 20. It would be 2d8, so 2 times 8, 16. So you guys each get 23 hit points back, as Elizabeth's just going to sit there for 10 minutes and talk about every detail of her day to Bahamut.
I love that her ritual is just telling her god her day, how her day was.
Just screaming at the god. Be like, I have stuff to tell you. I had such a
So
hard day
23
today.
for all of us?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So Bahamut, I
Okay.
heard that my little peacock is also a cleric now. If you could, go a little bit easy on him, that would be great. I'm teaching them everything I can. They are a very good divination wizard, and being a cleric is a wonderful transition in life. I think everybody should take. But I'm not going to be too forceful. Not forceful, just guidance, like the cantrip. Just keep going.
I like to imagine that whenever Elizabeth casts guidance on Glennon, it isn't casting the spell, it's beating them over the head with the cane.
Do better, do better. I know you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone goes back up to full HP after the long rest, and I can get all my fun stuff back.
So you guys all take a long rest. I'm gonna turn off this bubble because your bubble is technically gone after a minute, but you're getting a long
Can
rest. So. matter.
I need to take a quick break.
Yeah, we can absolutely take a break.
But is that okay, or is it better if I just peace out and you guys continue? I'm good with either.
We can take a break. I'm cool with that.
You can peace out while we take a break so you can go pee.
Oh my god, get out of here,
That was
Katie.
kind of the plan.
I may be a cleric at this game, but at the core of my being, I am a bard.
Oh my gosh. All right, so be
He
back
is a
in
dad joke bard.
how long?
10
10
minutes?
minutes? Yeah, I like it. 10 minutes.
Okay,
Cool.
fine.
Perfect.
Be back in 10.
Thank you.
All right, cool. As you guys awake from your long rest, you wake up to a bone-chilling cold. There is a really strong blizzard happening all around you. Um, you look up and you can see the pythons in the wall that you saw yesterday are still in there pretty secure. Um, but the blizzard it's raging. It's not bad enough that it's going to impede like climbing travel per se, but if you wanted to fly, you could. It's just going to be risky and challenging. Um, so you're at this wall. You can either climb up or you can turn around and go back down the mountain. What do you guys want to do?
No, we haven't slain the
Or
thing yet, right?
Not to my knowledge. I do not believe the dragons were the big, mysterious, booming threat.
I agree. We should probably keep going. Bless you.
you.
Bahamut bless you.
Thank you for being so respectful of my village.
I'm learning.
Bahamut bless you too. Bahamut bless you too.
Well, I mean,
You
I held
got
up the sky at one point, so I think climbing should go okay.
okay. So you guys all
Even going
climbing?
that's climbing.
Do we want to climb?
Okay.
I shall try.
Okay. So the way this is going to work, because yes, I have climbing mechanics for climbing up sheer cliff walls with pythons, with rolls and everything. That I actually get to use. um, so this wall is effectively segmented. Yes, Icewind Dale indeed. So it's 1,000 feet tall, and you have to pass 5 checks. Each check will get you up one segment, which is 200 feet. So you can either do acrobatics or athletics, and you guys you will climb up in a line. And so, in whatever order you climb, if the person ahead of you misses their save and they fall, you can use your reaction to try to catch them and stop them from falling. Now, if they fall, they'll take a little bit of damage and they'll fall down one segment. They won't fall all the way down to the ground and die.
Oh,
They'll
thank
just
God.
take they'll just take a little bit of damage and you'll have to make another roll to get back up, and it basically just increases your total amount of rolls that you got to do. So, whatever order you guys want to climb up in, just put yourself in a line and we'll go that way.
I'm
Who
gonna
wants to
cast.
be the first?
I'm gonna cast
Very
guidance on.
heavy armor. I should probably go last.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and it's concentration for up to a minute, so I can re-roll the d4 if I need to for that minute I'm climbing.
You can just keep casting on yourself.
Mhm.
This climb will take more than a minute. It will probably take a solid hour to climb up,
Okay.
if all goes well. So we'll go. So cadence will be at the end. What do you get when you're in that bubble for you?
Oh. Sorry, let me check again. Saving throws, I think.
Okay.
You get an additional +3, I think.
Okay.
+3 bonus to all saving throws within the
Cool.
10-foot bubble, and then resistance to damage from spells.
All right. Cool. So you're gonna be last. Who wants to be first, second, and third?
I'll go second.
Okay.
I'll go
So
first. I feel
all right.
brave.
I'll
All
go
right.
second.
Ooh, cool.
No,
So we'll
let-
just
Helpless politeness. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
Let me. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, we're Canadian.
just
Excuse me.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry.
cool. I'm just gonna do this then. Here will just be the way that we can track the order that people are in, because I will 100% forget. Cool. All right. So the way this works is you get to choose either an athletics or an acrobatics check. The DC is 15. If you meet
Jesus.
or beat it, you get up to segment, and you have to pass it 5 times. If you fail, you don't go anywhere. If you fail by 5 or more, you fall, and then someone can try and catch you. So let's go climbing.
I'm gonna
I'm
look.
gonna take off. My. 'Cause. 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 'C
I'm gonna shout back at Mavery, "You got this!" And I'm gonna give you a D6 of bardic inspiration.
Yay!
All right, so go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check to see if you make it up the first section of the wall.
Okay, I feel bad for our lovely dragonborn with a skin condition who's falling behind me because I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh, 15!
So you make it up the first 200 feet, and then you'll roll. And so everyone is effectively 200 feet behind you right now. So anything that would affect the group was just going to affect you. So roll on your table. Do it.
77.
Ooh, what's 77?
This one is there. You cast polymorph on yourself if oh god, it fails the saving
Oh
throw. You turn into a
no,
sheep
you
with
guys
strange
are all tied together. So
fur.
go ahead and pass your save.
Okay. What kind of saving throw is it? Is it
I think I
charisma?
think it's Wiz. Hold on.
I would say wisdom
Polymorph. I think it's wisdom.
because
Let me double
polymorph is a wisdom saving throw based spell anyway.
It
All the sheep up the mountain. I
it
love this.
yeah, wisdom save.
But I'm not
Yep.
in a pot. Let's see.
You're not in the pot. You gotta beat
At
your
least
own
you
spell
didn't
save,
hit the
you see.
potted
Oh
plant.
my god!
Elizabeth, you see Tessa climbing, and then whoosh, she just falls. And all of a sudden, there's this sheep that's falling down to you at very quick pace. Um, she's just gonna fall back down to the ground, and you're just gonna take 1d4 damage because I'm not trying to kill people climbing up. So you take 2 damage as a sheep, and sheep I don't think have more than 1 HP. So you slam into the ground, and you become Tessa again.
Oh man, I was gonna say if you stayed a sheep, I could just carry you.
Oh, that was
You're back.
bad. That was bad.
Okay. Do you want to just roll again and go back up, or do you want to wait and let everyone else go and you climb up behind them?
I'm just gonna lay here for a bit. I'll go last.
Okay, Elizabeth, athletics or acrobatics?
So I have a question. If I took off my chainmail, could I just fly up instead?
Well, you could. The blizzard's pretty bad, so it would be you would have to make it would be a lower DC. It would be a DC of 10, but because you're flying through a blizzard, it would be at disadvantage just because you're getting beaten by like hail and icy stuff. So you can do that if you want to. But it would
Never
lower the
mind.
DC, but it would be a harder roll.
I'll just try climbing up it, and if that fails, then I'll try flying.
Okay, cool.
I'll try to use my acrobatics to go up.
All right. 14, and you have guidance on yourself, so you're gonna pass it.
Okay.
So you are up 1. So here's what I will do. I'm just gonna do this so I know what segment you guys are. You're a 1. I'm just gonna put you over here. You're 1. Cool. Mary, athletics or acrobatics?
I will do acrobatics, but I would like to use Tides of Chaos to do so with advantage.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
wow.
you failed. You don't get anywhere. You keep trying to climb and you keep sliding down. But go ahead and roll on your table.
Become sheep.
Become sheep. Wow. You
75.
That's no,
you
that's not sheep.
No, it's not. It almost was though.
Uh, you glow with bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Oh yeah,
Bad.
basically your 2 party members are blinded, but you can basically just move out the way so you're not blinding them.
Yeah.
Cadence, you're up. Go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics.
Uh, uh, sorry, acrobatics or what?
Or athletics.
Good, I'm athletic. Let's do this.
So you don't make it up. You just can't
Oh
quite get a
boy.
grip and you keep sliding back down.
Oh
So
boy.
you are still at the bottom with Mavery. Tessa.
So I'm gonna get up and dust myself off, and I'm gonna look at Cadence and give her 2 thumbs up and say, "You got this." So now you have a D6 of bardic inspiration for the next time that you try.
Yay!
And then I will take my position at the pittance, and with Tides of Chaos, I will try to climb.
Okay.
Total of 20.
You make it. Cool. So you are also up to the first section with Elizabeth and Bam. We'll hold off on your table.
Okay.
Elizabeth, you are up. Athletics or acrobatics? I assume you just continuously cast guidance on yourself as you're climbing up this wall.
Absolutely. If I can, I will.
Oh yeah,
Because I
absolutely.
know I need it. Or it's not gonna help.
Okay, so
Help.
you rolled a 7. Alright, so I don't really want to have people keep falling down all the time unless they do something really, really bad. So you're not, people aren't going to fall off the wall, so they're just not going to get anywhere because that will extend this way too long. So you just don't get anywhere on this turn. You're climbing, you're sliding, you're climbing, you're sliding. Too snowy, too icy. It's too cool for school.
I'm cold.
Maverick, you're cold. Maverick, you're up. Try to climb up this wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna do so normally this time, but use my D6 of bardic
If you need it.
inspiration.
Okay.
Do
Can
I
you
need
roll
it?
a 3 if you have to roll a 3? Yeah,
Ah,
cool.
Yeah.
So you also make it up.
I did it.
You
Yes.
make it up 200 feet. Kate,
Yeah. Do I have to use my inspiration die before I know if I
Bardic, no.
succeeded?
Nope.
Okay. We try.
Yes.
Oh
You
hey!
with a natural
Woo!
20, you find your footing and you just climb at ultra speed past everyone. You actually make it up twice as far. So you get up to level 2.
Uh,
Fancy.
All right. Tessa, you're
zoomies.
up.
Okay. I'll take my climb without
Roll your
my.
regular climb.
I know, cause you're mean. No, I fall.
You don't fall down, but
Okay.
you can now roll your on your table.
I apologize. My friends that are around me. 8.
Uh-oh.
You cast fireballs. I don't know get lit.
Oh no!
Can I counter? Can I counterspell that?
Oh
Or you can counterspell yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna counterspell myself. I'll counterspell myself at 3rd level.
Feel yourself getting very, 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 very warm. You break out in a sweat and you start to see your fingertips catch fire, your hair catches fire, and this fireball goes to emit from yourself, and then you like give yourself a hug and just compress it and counterspell yourself.
Like no,
And
no.
you get to add 3 to your DC for counterspell.
Okay.
Elizabeth, you're warm.
But are you alright?
Just sudden change in body temperature, and now it's very cold here. Yeah, I'm fine.
It looks like you singed your hair, darling. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I was just glad I have a decent amount of control over this. That's all. You may want to start climbing.
Alright. She's gonna look over at Mavery and Tessa. Do you think that if we try to climb together, we might cover more ground? Or should I just try to go up by myself? I'm not the strongest, and it appears neither are either of you. With
You
no offense
guys,
meant.
if you guys all want to climb together, you can all roll at advantage for your rolls for assisting each other. If you all just want to
no!
Ooh.
arm in arm try and climb up.
Yes.
And I will cast guidance on myself, so I'm gonna try to like.
Okay.
Can I look at both Mavery and Tessa and go, hold on, I'm old, but I will get us up there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to roll with advantage on my +2 acrobatics.
Oh my
You
god!
make it.
Yes!
So with a natural 20,
Oh my god.
you are 100%. You get up 2, so you're 3. And we'll say that you can. So they'll both get to roll at advantage, and if any of them still fail, you can auto pass one of them with your natural 20 since you guys are all climbing together.
Ooh.
Yes.
Guys, come on, you guys.
So,
Yoink them with you.
Oh my god,
so
you got me.
Mavery, you are up to see, so you can roll your climbs.
Wee!
You get automatic advantage, and if you want to roll Ties of Chaos, you can get super advantage.
I was about to say super advantage.
It's a real thing.
Let's
Get
try
roll.
one for super advantage. But
So
how do I do? How do I do super advantage?
So I think if you're in D&D Beyond, you can actually click on the D&D Beyond button and just the roll 20 or the Beyond 20 button and click on super advantage, or you can just roll 3 just roll it 3 times.
I'm supposed to say like there isn't any like if I click it, it's just gonna roll.
You can just roll it 3 times and see what you get. 3 checks of either athletics or acrobatics. So that's a fail, and that's a pass. So the wild surge is what passed you. So your magic got you up there. So we'll say you can go ahead and roll on your table now too. You're at 2. So
And I'm gonna help Tessa up if things go
Oh,
awry.
so close.
yep. So Tessa will
So
also
close
get
to
to
being
roll an
fond of
advantage.
things.
Ooh, you get flumps.
Yes, I get flumps.
It's the flumps.
Flump.
All right.
Devin.
All right, Tessa, you can roll at advantage, and if you want to roll at super advantage, you can do that with your magic.
I better do the super advantage.
Flumps.
So, dead. Doot. Doot.
Yep. So with the help from Elizabeth, you managed to get up your super advantage didn't actually your magic didn't give you what you wanted it to do, but you can roll on the table now too. Do it.
60.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Hacha. You're getting the lowest level expended spell slot.
Cool.
The only
Yeah,
expended spell slot I have is my 3rd level, so do I get that back?
yeah. You expend your lowest level expended spell slot. Yep.
Sweet.
Cool. Cadence. You're up.
Okay. It's time to be
You can
athletic.
you can hook in with them if you want to, or you can just keep climbing solo, which you're doing just fine at.
Do super duper
Okay.
advantage. Drag them both up with me.
I mean, once I'm up here, can I like try to
Yeah,
help him up?
if you wanna grab one of the things, one of the clips from Elizabeth, you can basically grab Mavery, and Elizabeth can grab Tessa, or switch it around if you
Yeah,
want
let's
to,
do
since you're
that.
stronger and Mavery's smaller.
Yeah,
I
let's
am
do
the
that.
small.
Okay, so we'll switch them like this. So basically, you have the child, and you have Tessa.
This you fly.
Tessa, you are up, and you are 400 feet in the air right now, with Cadence 200 feet above you, and Elizabeth 200 feet above
Okay, great. Okay. This is acrobatics with Tides of Chaos.
So-
Does she
you. So
help me get me
you have
advantage?
you have advantage from her helping you, and you can use Tides of Chaos and grab your super advantage if you want.
Damn it. That's 2
You
1s, guys.
you start to fall.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
ahead, Cadence, and roll a strength saving throw to see if you can stop her from falling.
Help.
Sure, I can't.
You catch her. Yeah, you
Oh, good.
snag the rope as she goes down. You're gonna take 1d4 damage from smacking your face into the wall, but you don't lose any space, so you take 2 face plant damage into a wall. Just, but she keeps you from going down any further. You just get face smashed into a rock wall.
Ow.
Sorry,
Well, her-
I had to grab it abruptly.
It's not your fault. Ow.
Environment is OP.
This has been
Yeah,
a
please
difficult
nerf.
day. I'm sorry.
Elizabeth, you are up.
Ask when did we start playing Pathfinder? That our biggest threat to us is a literal wall.
Yep.
We fight against 4 dragons, but the wall is what's doing us and you guys.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to. May I do the same thing and just help the teeny tiny blue child up with me?
You do. You can.
Come along, teeny tiny child. We go upwards. We go up.
Yay!
And then you get your guidance since you are
Lucky lady.
Okay.
Yes.
So you make it to here. You can see the top getting ever closer. You feel like you're only a couple hundred feet away from the top now. Mavery, you see Elizabeth she climbing. For an old lady, she is spry. She is strong. She is
Woo!
wisely climbing up this wall, finding those holes, securing herself safely, and getting up there.
Doing Pilates to keep up with my elven partner.
Go ahead and roll if you want super advantage. You got it. That'll
Yeah.
cost you your your wild magic, but you got it.
Yes.
Super
See, I think I
advantage.
figured out how to do the
Yeah.
thingy. Oh,
Okay.
it didn't do it.
Oh, you wanted to do super advantage?
Yeah, it was
I
supposed
think
to, and then it was
I
showing me that it did it. So I'm gonna roll one more for regular, but I'm gonna try to do the keyboard thingy it told me to do for super. Yeah, I didn't see it. Didn't do the super, but oh well.
Well, you make it up,
It
so
did.
you are now.
The last one is 2 dice. If you hover over it, it just showed you the highest one.
That is right. I did do that. So you are at 3 as well. Yeah, so it did give you super advantage. That's cool.
Ah,
All right, so
good for you.
Cadence, you
Do
are
I do the
there.
wild magic thingy?
Oh yeah, roll on your table, see what you get.
Yeah. 94.
Ooh.
That could be good.
A
Always
high
really
number.
funny.
Do. I increase in size by the next size
Oh
category for
no!
1 minute.
So you're an adult.
She's not tiny.
So you're an adult.
Puberty. You finally went through puberty, Maverick. Congratulations. You did puberty all
Oh,
over again.
Again.
she's gonna have to go through reverse puberty again. Cadence, you are up. You can get advantage since Tessa's basically like cheering you on while having a bloody nose.
Hey,
Awesome.
don't mind me.
Just finding the keyboard shortcut. It's not working. I'm just gonna roll it twice.
With 14 and 2, you make it. You're
Yay!
following your wise friend and climbing up the wall. Tessa,
I'm
you
trying to use the same footholds.
right? You see your ropes getting pulled pretty taut as Cadence is just very deftly making it up a wall for a person wearing a lot of really heavy shit and saving you from falling hundreds of feet to your death. She climbs real good. So,
And clanging along as I do.
bong, bong,
Clank,
bong.
I'm wearing
clank.
plate. I'm
Yes.
clanging.
Okay, and I kind of like wipe the blood from my nose, and I kind of like plant my feet and reach for the next pitten, and I have advantage because she's helping me, right?
If you want to use your Tides of Chaos, you get super advantage.
I didn't roll my Tides of Chaos for the last time that I used it, despite the fact that I failed.
Oh, you're right. Well, then you can roll it right now if you want.
Yes, please.
Roll twice.
Hacha. 36. Is
Ooh.
this the sheep again?
Where you lose your hair.
No, this is
You
the
get
age.
older or
No.
younger.
Oh no, it's
That's what I
Age.
wanted. That's why when I rolled 38 earlier, it was like so close.
You get
So 6
6 more years
years.
older.
congratulations, Tessa. You can now drink
Oh.
again. You can
How
now
old?
drink again.
How old are you now?
Let's see. I dropped before, which I didn't think. No, I went up, so I'm 27 now.
Oh,
No, 28. Sorry, I'm
I think
28
you're
now.
older than I think you're older than Calvus now.
I am.
All right. So now you can roll at super advantage if you want.
Okay. I don't know how to do the fancy super advantage, so I'm gonna do this one.
So you shift and then the right arrow key for super.
So you don't make it up, but Cadence stops you from falling again.
Okay.
So you're still at 2, but you can roll on your table again if you want.
18.
But if it just teleports you to a random spot within 30 feet, I'm gonna laugh.
You grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze at the point the
Oh,
feathers explode from your face.
Right,
Oh
it is
my
a skin condition. It is a skin condition. It's a skin condition. Tessa has it too.
I'm a changeling with a skin condition.
Not just me.
Elizabeth, you see the precipice. It's real close. Can you make it?
I certainly hope so. With my guidance, with Bahamut in my heart and my claws.
And Mavery cheering you on, so you get advantage and guide.
Ow. Knavery. Okay. And then,
You successfully make your way
yeah.
all the way to the top. You are now 1,000 feet in the air and looking down, and you start to hear this rumbling. Mavery.
Whee! Okay, yay. Oh, wait, dang, a thing went away. Okay. Wee super advantage.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh no.
Roll on your table.
Do. 40. So close to becoming a potted plant and falling to my doom.
Well, so Elizabeth stops you from falling down.
I would get hit points if, I had been damaged.
Well, you do, so you're gonna take this much damage, 2d4 for smashing your face. 1. So you're gonna get it back. You get face smashed, and then you break your nose, and then it's immediately healed. So you just have like this ache of a once quickly broken nose. All right, so you're hanging there at 600 feet. Cadence. We still have Tessa
Can
cheering you
I,
on to help you get up there.
instead of trying to climb, can I use my turn to try and yoink her up further?
Or you're pretty strong. You could probably do that. And Elizabeth, now that you're at the top, you can use your turn to try and just pull her up too, as well. So because you'd have good solid footholds up there now that you wouldn't worry about her pulling you back down. But yeah, Cadence, since you're carrying all kinds of weight, you can certainly try. You would get her up one section if you wanted to. So it would be the same thing. She's effectively helping you climb. So you would get it at
Do
advantage.
that. Okay. For athletics still?
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So Tessa, you just
Hey.
get drug up the wall. Like,
Yeah.
Thud, thud,
I'm
thud,
like,
thud.
hold on!
Thud, 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 thud.
all right, Tessa, it is your turn. You are 600 of 1,000 feet up this wall.
Yay.
What are you gonna do? Go for that climb?
How
Climb.
how
up.
high how 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 much further do I have before I reach the top?
400 feet.
400 feet.
You saw Elizabeth climb over and out of your eyesight, so you have an idea of where she is. But yeah, you're 400 feet from the top,
Awesome. How
and
close is Mavery?
you are on the same level as Mavery. You could basically like run along the side of the wall to this way, and then let go and just like swing over to her, and you could grab onto her.
Okay, that's exactly what I want to do. But first, I'm gonna yell, Mavery, do you trust me?
Yes?
Okay, good answer. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna swing, and I'm gonna jump. And as soon as I touch her, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door behind us and pop us out where I saw Elizabeth go, but like just next to her. So basically, like we shoot out. I want us to like roll along the top of the the hill.
So you guys end up here, but because the rope that you were attached to was also attached to Cadence, what happens is now, Cadence, you flip upside down and get ripped feet first up this cliff, and you land up there with them. You don't take damage, but you make it just all of a sudden you are yeeted up right up the cliff.
Oh, thank
Tessa,
you.
looking down and intently waiting for them to come up, and praying to Bahamut for them to come up safely. All of a sudden, a golden doorway opens up. Oh, Bahamut has
You
my
hear a
prayer.
scream. As Cadence
Oh
is
no!
what?
Oh no!
The door shuts and Cadence just flies up.
Bahamut,
Just-
that was not what I wanted them to come sit. I won't question it. You are okay. You came up safely. Bahamut had my prayers.
So,
As you guys get to the top, to this cliff face, you see as you turn about 50 feet away from you, there is a giant cave entrance, and you can see and start to feel heat waves kind of permeating out, but you can't see a lot of light. But as you look there and kind of catch your breath from just being yeeted up this mountain, you start to hear this rumbling again. Um, and all the sound around you seems to be evacuated from your surroundings. Then you hear and you see rocks and snow blasting over the sides of this cliff, and an avalanche begins to occur all around you,
oops.
going down the
Oops.
wall that you guys just climbed up.
Oops.
Do you want to sit here watching the avalanche, or do you want to book it towards the cave?
I am not wearing my chainmail because I took it off. I'm going to fly.
Okay, cool.
Cave, 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 cave. Test
Okay,
running
so you
towards
guys
cave.
fly closer to the cave, and as you get about 10 feet from the cave entrance, you see all the rocks and all the snow miss you. They end up going past you. And you can take a few minutes, kind of collect yourself, put your armor back on. And as you were getting closer, you actually start to feel a noticeable change in temperature. It's very dimly lit inside this cave, but it's getting warmer. Like to the point where you're like, ooh, this is comfortable. You went from a solid 22 degrees Fahrenheit to like a solid, comfortable 70 right now.
My, it is different in here.
Mhm. And as you guys take some time and you get yourself set and you walk into the cave, you come upon the following. You see the dim light that you see is actually coming from this lava river. There seems to be
Oh.
rocks, spiky rocks, and crevices and heat vents kind of everywhere. You see off in the distance a horde in the middle, surrounded by these lava rivers, with a spiky entrance getting towards it. And you also see that there are four smaller other little regions which seem to be like mini hordes. There are bones, there is bedding, um, and you think back and you think this was probably the cave of the dragons that you slew earlier. And those four little hordes were probably their hordes. But comparatively, this large horde in the middle is multiple hundreds of times bigger.
Time to go home.
Say, as a person of draconic ancestry, we are in a little bit of trouble.
Can we slice our way out of that snow that barricaded the front? Can you just use the sword cadence and just be like chop 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 and we can just leave?
Everybody, voice
Yeah,
down
can I
because it
chop
makes.
chop?
What are you trying to do?
Can I try to chop chop our way out
Out of the cave?
from whence we came?
Oh my god. We're, what we're saying, DM, is that we're terrified of the prospect of fighting a dragon.
We're noping out of this. We're like, nope. Nope.
Nope. Uh-uh.
I mean, you guys can leave if you want. Nothing's barricading you in here.
Oh, I thought we
It's
were
an
Oh.
open
barricaded in by
cave.
the avalanche.
No, no, the avalanche basically, like, it's going over the edges, but the way that it comes down the mountain, because you're near the top, but you're not at the top. You're kind of like in an alcove that's probably a solid couple hundred feet from the top. So all the rocks and snow come down, but they kind of roll over the edge of this cliff, and it starts to land like 20 feet outside the entrance of the cave, and then continue down over the cliff. So basically, you were just in that safe entrance where it's not going to hit you, but you can see it landing over you. It's like you're behind a waterfall of just an avalanche, basically. The avalanche has stopped, but that's where you saw it was hitting and rolling back down the cave,
I
down the
will
walls.
also I will also argue, if you do not mind, because I am draconic, maybe I can reason with the owner of the beauteous horde over there not to kill us.
I'm gonna look
You're
down
saying
at
whatever it is.
I'm gonna look down at the note that we got for the mission. Can you repeat again what it says?
So the first part of it that you saw, um, it says the following: the unholy offspring of night and death itself, this shadow beast and its kin have been slowly eating away at my people for longer than I care to admit. I thought I could track and kill them alone, but I was wrong. I implore you, members of the Dungeon Delvers Guild, to find and slay this shadow beast and his family. Save my people and return hope to the hopeless. I eagerly await your success in this mission. Signed VX. And then on the back of the paper, in the draconic symbols which are still there, it says, all who wish to help, hold this paper with one hand and hold your middle finger up and focus to quickly travel to our mountain region climb the mountain to find and eradicate our problem.
So, guys, the problem isn't just the little ones, it's the big one too. We signed up
Elisa,
to stop the big one too.
Elizabeth's going to look over at the note that Tess is holding, just kind of adjust her glasses. Oh, so we did. Well, we cannot back away now. The thought of fighting a dragon does not make me in any degree happy, but very well.
Can I roll a perception check? I'd like to see if I can
Has anyone seen this thing?
hear anything.
You can guys all roll perception checks and see if you can see and hear anything.
Elizabeth, lay down.
Go, Elizabeth,
Okay.
go! You carry this team today. Let's go.
It's a dragon, guys. It's my favorite enemy. I should take levels in Ranger. Oh my god.
So,
Wow, that took forever to show up.
as you guys are moving closer, moving more and more into this cave, and to basically put yourselves where you would be after you guys walked in, because you're at effectively where you are right now is the entrance that you walked in. So put yourself wherever you want to be, just so you're positioned to where you think you would be at this moment.
Probably there, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep everybody in the bubble.
As you are listening, Elizabeth, you hear in common this time rather than draconic, which is kind of surprising, but you understand that dragons are not unintelligent creatures. And you hear, "It seems to me my dinner is coming to me tonight rather than me having to hunt it. Thank you for your consideration. Feel free to baste yourself in the lava and add some spice to your bones, and I'll do to you what you did to my children." And you
Elizabeth's going to call out, if I may.
absolutely.
Well, at least you don't treat us like petty snacks like your children did.
And you see in the shadows these bright white and blood red eyes appear, and off to the side here you see a dragon.
Oh,
Everybody to roll initiative.
oh god.
I don't
Upper right hand corner, guys.
me oh my, that's a big one.
Oh no, he goes first.
What's a dragon?
Ah,
Come on,
There's a
Elizabeth.
dragon.
Yes.
yay!
Oh my god. That's a lot of pressure. Oh god.
All right.
Oh, and now the ominous music.
You don't see the full form of this dragon. You hear its wings unfurling. You see its eyes that were white, and now this red glow of scarlet hatred has flown into them. But you get the jump on it.
Can I? I have a really bad idea. That'll probably be a very good idea, but I'm going to take care of priorities first. You know what's happening? Beacon of Hope is up again!
All right.
And I'm going to wait, and I'm going to look at everybody around me, and I'm going to call out, "Everybody give your all. Dragons don't hold back, so neither should we." I'll end my turn there.
Okay. This dragon is going to move. How far away is this dragon from you? That's the real question. 45 feet? Alright. He's going to move So he's right on the edge of your beacon, and you see that he doesn't seem, as this dragon flies towards you, you see there's this like this black red purpley smoke coming from the dragon every time it beats its wings, and it's almost like the smoke is being created underneath their wings. But they don't enter your glowing beacon region. It's like they go to fly, and you kind of see them like pull back a little bit out of the light. But they're gonna breathe their breath weapon at you from um, outside of the aura. I need you to
Oh,
make
no.
Shit.
that shouldn't be 18. That should be 16.
Oh,
So.
still, that doesn't help. Oh, God. Oh, my God, are you kidding me?
Add your +3s.
Oh,
That's
my
okay,
God.
that's right.
How did I make it? Oh, God.
It's a +3
Yes.
if you're in my bubble.
Oh,
Okay.
my God. Okay, so yes, 21. Oh, my God. Oh, my
15.
God. No, Cadence!
Okay.
I would like to spend 2 sorcery points to shit.
Give Cadence a D4.
Wait, did I still have a D6 from you that I didn't use?
You do.
You do.
Can I use it now?
Mavery, do you still have my
It's 1.
mine?
Couldn't do.
Do you still have my bardic inspiration? Okay.
But Mabry passes with a 17. Cadence, you are up to a total of 13.
Okay, and then I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to bend luck for Cadence.
Okay, so you get to roll the D4 for her. See if you can get her. So currently she's at 13. She needs 3.
Damn!
Okay.
So
now
everybody,
I would like to
Thanks for
use
trying.
3 points to bend luck. Can I do that?
you can do that. You can go ahead and give her a D4. So you roll the D4 for her. You need a 2.
Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out where my ding dang
So right now,
Yeah,
everybody that
okay.
has passed is gonna take 24 necrotic damage.
I don't think I have any resistances to that. Oh,
Damn
God.
it.
Okay. And so, Cadence, you unfortunately take 49 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's its turn. Tessa, it's your turn.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Don't hold back.
I was hoping the name of it wouldn't show up, because that's a really cool name that I didn't want to show up, but now you know what it is.
I can't see it.
Oh, it doesn't show its name in
Did
the
it
turn
show
order?
up?
It does.
Nope.
Not for me.
It doesn't
Not,
for
not
me.
in the turn order. It shows it when he rolls.
Oh.
You can ignore that. That's not his real name. That's totally his real name. But it's fun. Anyway.
His name
yeah.
is Bob.
I'm gonna. I need to check. I need to check one thing. So I know what I'm gonna do, but I need to check one thing.
Okay.
I am going to use a sorcery point to change the type of damage of this spell to cold damage, because I have the transmuted spell.
Okay.
So I need to mark that off. And I'm going to cast the sphere as my 5th level spell slot.
Okay. Go ahead and add 5 to your spell DC.
I will.
And so it does that dex save on its turn, right? Not right now?
Correct.
does it do
No, it does it right now. If it fails, then it takes the 13. It takes the full damage, and then it takes the 13 its next turn. If it passes, it takes half damage and doesn't take the 13.
I rolled a 12.
Yes!
Cool. So it lost. So it takes 32 damage now and 13 on its next turn.
At the end of its next turn, yes. And all of it is cold damage, because I transmutated the spell.
Great. Okay. And then I need you to just roll on your surge. See if you fail your DC.
My,
That's a really strong spell.
my DC is currently 14. I fail.
All right.
73. Bruh. A random creature within 60 feet of you becomes damage for
So
point.
here's how we're gonna do this. So you are also a creature in this, so it can be you. So the dragon will be 1, you'll be 2, Elizabeth is 3, Cadence is 4, and Mavery is 5. So it's Cadence. Cadence is
Okay,
poisoned,
here's the thing.
unless you
I
can't be
think-
poisoned.
I have to check, but I have divine health, and I just have to check if it includes.
That's right. No. Paladins.
No, I'm immune to disease.
Oh,
I don't think it covers poison.
So roll a d4, and this will
Darn.
tell you how many hours you are poisoned for.
Okay.
ever time to roll a one.
You
Yeah.
are poisoned. Effectively, you're poisoned for the entirety of this combat. So you have the
Awesome.
poisoned condition,
What's that do?
which,
Okay.
if I recall, let me double check it here because I got it. I think it's disadvantage on like everything.
Disadvantage.
Poison condition.
Yay.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for the next hour.
Yeah.
Cadence,
I'm gonna
it's your
put this little scully
it's your
thing to
turn.
show that I'm poisoned.
Yeah. Yep. Cadence, it's
Oh
your turn.
boy. Lovely. Let me see.
Yep.
I don't think I even have anything to deal with that.
I do. You're fine.
Well, shoot.
Well,
Oh, you do.
I
Okay.
do. You're fine.
That's it.
Perfect.
If you
Thank
have
you.
Cast it while I try to do something to the dragon.
Yep, I got it.
Copy that.
Okay. I'm just in that case. I'll just use my turn to cast Bless for you guys to try and boost you. Because I'm not going to do much on this turn if I
So
try to attack.
you are all. So you're blessing the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this little purple thing here. So
Cool.
you all are blessed. And then I'll put a yellow one on you, so that it's concentration. So if you get
Bless you.
damage, you have to roll a con check to see if you.
Okay.
Good. Cool. All right,
Sounds good.
Mavery, you are up.
Hey. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and expend my only 4th level spell slot here to it's a smart idea to cast Shatter on Mr. Dragon because I always seem to want to cast this at inopportune times.
Get him.
Get him? Okay. So yes, I will be casting that at the 4th level.
And it's thunder damage, and it's a
Yes.
con save. Okay. Well, I will tell you, it is his best save
Wah.
at a +10.
He still takes half damage.
As your spells hit, they're not doing as much damage as you think they should be doing.
And for bonusy action, where is it? Dang it. I would like to use Healing Word on Cadence.
Oh,
You get
thank
max.
you.
You get max health from that now.
Max health.
Sweet.
So you get
It's
16.
1d4.
You cast at
Oh,
3rd
damn
level.
it.
So you can't actually
So
cast 2
16?
leveled spells in the same turn. So you can't cast
Oh.
Healing Word at the same
Oh.
time as
Fuck
Shatter.
me, fuck. I forgot about that.
So you don't
That's
burn
okay.
you don't burn the 3rd level spell slot, but remember you add your 4 to your spell save for your
Indeed.
thing. Cool.
Well, shit.
Anything else you want to do in a bonus action or a movement?
Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Your bard.
Yes. So yeah, since we'll just say she tried to heal and then was like, oh no, like I used a really powerful spell, I can't heal, and so just kind of, I like put a hand on Cadence's shoulder and be like, it'll be okay, you got this, you can power through it. So she can have bardic inspiration.
Yay.
You are up.
Okay, I'm up. Elizabeth's going to look around at everybody and look at herself and think, and look toward the dragon. On the one hand, I'm gonna do a D100 roll just for me. All right. Elisabeth is going to look toward the dragon and is going to call out and cast at 4th level a guiding bolt.
Yes!
That hit for sure.
Ooh.
And call out, in the name of Bahamut, you will fall!
As this guiding bolt hits the dragon, it does the damage that you're used to it doing, but as it hits the dragon, you see that it kind of like reels back with the blinding radiance of this bolt in the face.
That's going to look around and look over. Who needs the most healing?
Cadence.
All right. It's going to put a hand on Cadence's shoulder and cast Healing Word at 1st level, which is
Can't do
going to
that.
give you your 10 hit points
You
back.
can't cast Healing Word and Guiding Bolt in the same turn.
I can't?
Nope,
Well,
because
because
it's two
never mind.
spells.
Slotted
Yeah.
spells.
That spell. Sorry about that. All right,
you're
Elisabeth's just going to call out and just scream for Bahamut. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. So this dragon is up. I'm gonna. He does not get his breath weapon back. So this dragon, knowing it has to do what it doesn't want to do, you see it comes out of the shadows, and it flies right in here, and that's how far is that? Probably like 20, 25 feet. And it's looking like it's turning its head away since it's surrounded in this beacon energy right now that is just bright and holy, and he's not a fan. So he's gonna go ahead and take a bite attack at Tessa, and then he's gonna take one claw at Cadence and one at Mavery. So the bite attack at Tessa is a 15 to hit.
Reaction cast shield.
Okay, cool. So he is. What's your AC now?
20 in total.
Great. Cool. So he's gonna take his first claw attack at Mavery. 24 to hit for 17 damage.
Oof.
All right, and his second claw attack is gonna be at your paladin friend Cadence here. 17 to hit, which I think misses.
It does miss. Yay.
All right, and he has a whole bunch of movement speed, so he's gonna fly back into the shadows, which will take an attack of opportunity at melee from the 3 of you, since he was in melee with the 3 of you. He's gonna fly back up here. So if you guys want to take attack of opportunity, that hits dagger. So you do,
7.
what is that?
Who is he in range
7
of?
damage. Mavery, Cadence, and Tessa.
Oh, okay.
What happened to Groupbot?
Oh no, Groovy, why'd you die? What'd you do? Come back to me. That was weird.
He's groovy.
Hmm.
I will
Ruby
try
decided
to
to
swing my
leave.
longsword at it. It does not hit. This longsword is useless today.
No, it's kept us all
Okay.
warm and safe.
I was saying it kept
Yeah,
us warm.
It's a glorified torch.
Bestest torch ever.
I've hit nothing with this today, but it looks great.
Expensive
what-
torch.
Kind of like one of those guns
Mhm.
with a built-in flashlight. What's going on? Is that okay? It's in a gun.
I don't know why GroovyBot quit, so we're using 8-bit dungeon instead. Did GroovyBot come back? Yeah, Groovy came back. I don't know what just happened there.
Hey.
Being wonky. It's what Groupbot's being.
Whatever, it's back now. So the 10 misses and the 13 misses. And for his bonus action, you see this dragon like throw his wings around, and you see this shadow appears around him, and he's going to attempt to hide with an 18. So he thinks he's hidden in his shadows.
Okay.
Tessa.
Okay, so I have a question about spells that you get for one-time uses. Since those aren't considered spell slots, can I still cast a bonus action spell and do that?
Sure, we'll say it's use an object.
Okay. So, Tessa's going to hurry back to Cadence and grab her loot off of her back and say, "I'm so sorry," and start humming a little song, and her magic is going to pulse through her, and I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell protection from poison, which will also get rid of the poison in her. Protect from poison.
Yay.
And so after I'm done singing my little song, I'm gonna place a hand on her shoulder, and I'm gonna say, you go kill that thing. And because I took the Bard Magic Initiate feat, I have Cure Wounds as a first level for a single use. So I'm gonna use that, which means she'll get max healing, because I'm in the circle. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll get 12 points of Cure Wounds. And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna keep an eye out for the dragon.
Cadence. You're up. You're feeling much
Oh,
better.
Yay! So much better. So much less
You know,
poisony.
You basically burped and a little gaseous poison bubble came out.
Awesome. Love it. Can I see the dragon? Or is he...
Go ahead and roll a
sneaky?
perception check, because he's
Okay.
hiding in dim light, or attempting to. You know where he went. Yeah, you know where he is.
Yay!
You know that he is where he is on the map.
Smite him.
Try to smite. Let me see.
Can
Sorry,
you-
I
can you
didn't
reach him?
check how far he is. I don't think I can. But let me see. Let me grab the ruler. There it is. He's 40 feet away. I can't walk that far yet. I only can move 30. Well, here's what I want to do. Can I hold my action for when he comes back?
So is the trigger that he's in melee range for you to hit him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I stand like in front of my crew.
Yeah.
Can I do that as and have that as my trigger?
Yep. Just know these actual
Okay.
like darker things are actual pits. You can fall down, so don't step on those. You can fall down those to die.
Okay.
And there
I'll
is
stay
there
on
is
this
there
little
is
break of land.
deep lava magma down there. So,
Oh, great.
yeah, it's warm,
Sounds lovely.
but it's deadly.
It's very warm. Okay, and then so when I hold an action, can I like for example if I wanted to hold I can use like my longsword if and when it triggers?
So if and when it triggers, then you would get your full action worth of attacks. So if you get 2 attacks in
Okay.
action, you would get 2 attacks. Now you wouldn't be able to do any bonus actions or anything. You would just get your action that you're holding.
Okay.
And it would use your reaction to do it. So, which is fine.
Could I bonus action now before holding my action though? Like if I were to like load up a smite?
You
For
can.
example?
You'll lose bless if you do that.
I will lose it if it
Because they're both
That's
cons.
true.
So it's up to you. You
But
can totally do it
It's
if you want
radiant.
to. It's totally up to you.
It's- Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop bless.
Cool.
I'll
So
do
you're
that.
gonna
Okay.
load up one of your smites.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Which smite are you
So-
loading up?
Branding smite.
Okay, cool. So you are focusing on branding smite, and then whenever you hit him, that's when you'll roll the damage. We won't take this damage. You can take it if you want, or you
Cool.
can roll new ones. It's really up to you. So cool.
Okay.
All right, Mavery.
Thank you. Sorry that was
No, you're fine.
I am going to heal myself.
Okay.
Maximum healing Mavery.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize you were as close to dead as you are.
Oh
You're
my
real
god, neither
bad.
did I.
I'm in danger.
I've noticed it.
I just thought everyone else was like, okay, like I'll you know. I thought it was just
Yeah.
left. Like she's got spell slots, she can heal, so it's just like it's okay.
No,
But I'm
Mavery-
also like, danger.
It's okay. I've noticed. I'm just waiting for my turn.
But too, and then I thought that too, like, and the cleric is at the top of the turn order, so it's
You
just like,
You get 20 HP instead
I
of
get
10.
20. Okay, cool, because I don't.
And
You
add
say
2
max
to your.
healing, and my brain is like, what is that?
So add 2 to your spell DC save.
Yes.
And then roll that 20 at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay, one moment. Let me
Whenever you
add.
get to the end of your
Yeah, I was
turn.
just saying, let me add my HP on the the other screen. There we go. Okay. So my DC is an 11 now. And I failed.
Go ahead and roll on that table.
All right.
Look how many
Ew.
wild surge rolls we've had today. A lot.
So many. 73.
There have been quite a few in the 70s.
Oh God, you did it too.
So it'll be the same thing. 1 is the dragon, 2 is Elizabeth, 3 is Tessa, 4 is Cadence, 5 is you, / roll 1d5, yourself.
I poisoned myself.
So roll
Oh,
1d4,
no.
and that's how long you're poisoned for. 2 hours. Cool, so
Okay.
you're poisoned for 2 hours. Do you wish to move anywhere?
At this moment, no, I do not.
Okay, Elizabeth, it is your turn.
My clarification: what does the poison affect you to Mabry?
It gives her disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for the next 2 hours.
Mabry, I want to attack the dragon, but if you tell me to cast lesser restoration on you, I will.
Let's I don't know. I say beat up the dragon for right now.
You do have advantage on the next attack against the dragon because no one's attacked it since your guiding bolt last round. So
Really?
yeah, because Tessa healed
Okay.
Cadence and Cadence held her action, and then Maver healed herself. So no one's attacked the dragon yet.
I am going to. Okay, but do I even see the dragon as a thing?
So roll perception at advantage because it's effectively glowing. So even if you don't, if you see it, you'll get advantage. If you don't see it, you see it. Yeah. So you see it. I was gonna say if you didn't see it, then you would just get a straight roll against it. But because it's glowing and you rolled a pretty high DC on a pretty high save, you see it. You can see it out there.
Elizabeth sees it getting close to up against the wall. Let's see. Let me look at my equipment. Elizabeth is going to. Can I bonus action pass a potion of healing to Mabry?
I do have a potion, so
But Elizabeth's a healer, and at the end of the day, it's about healing people. So you have a healing potion, 2d4 plus 2. She'll point to you, Mabry, and go, I will get back to you. I have something I need to do.
oh,
Like,
Thank
hold
you.
please.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Stare up at the
what are you
dragon,
doing?
and I'm going to look up at the dragon and say, I will say it again. In the name of Bahamut, you will fall.
You crit.
Yes.
So hold on. Let me
Oh my God.
let me do this math. So, oh my God, Jesus Christ! I forgot how exhausted that spell is. 62 damage. That's a lot. That is a lot
Woo!
of damage. And this dragon is not happy with the fact that 1, you just wrecked house, and 2, it is now encompassed in your radiant light.
I will stand my full 30 feet closer and just stare up at it with my mace in hand.
This dragon unleashes this roar, and you see the shadows that it's producing under its wings seem to dissipate a little bit, and it's kind of reeling back in pain and blindness almost.
Can Elizabeth yell to Tessa while this dragon roars? And if you want Tessa to roll perception to hear this, I understand. We'll yell out because Tessa's the closest. Tessa! Okay, sorry. Tessa! If I do not make it out of here alive, tell my pretty peacock I went down fighting the way I know they would. And face the dragon, mace and shield in hand.
All right. Dragon does not get their breath back. But you rolled up on this dragon, and you fucked up his day. This dragon's not gonna stand for it, and this dragon's gonna take all 3 attacks at you. It's a bit. So it's bite attack. It's a 13
Miss.
hit.
Miss.
First claw attack.
Miss.
Natural 1. Second claw attack. 16.
Miss. My armor class is 18.
Nice.
He goes to snap and claw and claw, and you see Elizabeth is going toe to toe with this shadow dragon, and just she's not giving an inch. She's taking a mile and not giving an inch. He's gonna try and fly out of this radiant light since he's got so much flying speed. He's gonna try and get out of it because he doesn't like it. He's gonna
Attack of
fly.
opportunity.
Yeah, you'll have a melee attack of opportunity. He's gonna try and fly around here to get in the range of your friends. Yeah, you can take an attack of opportunity with your mace.
Okay. I don't know if I get divine strike on this, do I?
I think you do, whatever your divine strike says, but you also have advantage because of your own guiding bolt. So let me double check your divine smite, because that might just be against future weapon strikes. It's a weapon attack. Yep. So fortunately, you just miss. 17 just misses. So
All right.
this dragon is looking unhappy and flies up behind the three of you and just lets out this roar.
Is he like hovering along the ground?
He's
is he a
effectively
pie?
hovering on the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a pie. He's on the ground. He's like 10 feet off the ground, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my lute from my back and I'm gonna start strumming a little tune, and I'm gonna look over at Cadence and say, "All right, I'm gonna need you to hang on." And then I'm gonna look back at Elizabeth and say, "I'm gonna need you to hang on too." And I'm gonna spend 3 sorcery points and twin cast haste on both of them.
Yes.
I do.
Okay, so that's gonna add 6 to your DC.
Yep.
At the end of your turn, you get to roll.
I have 2
Whenever that is.
sorcery points. Okay. That will add 6 to my DC, so that's a total of 10. And then so I did that, yeah. And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm hiding behind this damn wall. And I'm gonna yell at Mavriam, be like, "Hey, get back here!" So both of you are hasted. You have a +2 to whatever your AC is. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and 1 additional action per turn. The action can only be used with an attack, so you get 1 weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Now my AC's 20. My
Yep.
AC's 20. Oh my god.
You have an additional attack, not a full
Melee
action,
attack,
so you
yeah.
cannot cast a spell with it. But you could cast a spell with your first action, and then what you get from haste, you could swing with your mace. That's essentially what it is.
You can cast the Cane Bonk spell.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Cane
Yes.
bonk.
Yep,
I
that's
will
right.
hit you with my miskin.
And as
Alright.
my bonus action, as I'm running past Cadence, I'll be like, "Don't worry, I know you'll get it this time." And I'm gonna give you a D6 of bardic inspiration as I go and hide around the corner.
Yeah.
Yay!
And roll your D20.
Okay. My DC was 10.
You fail.
22.
Gonna be.
Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell that you cast for the next minute that requires a saving throw. Oh! Really?
That's a good one.
You don't say. Okay.
Alright.
That is the end of my turn.
Cadence, you are up. You are hasted.
Hi.
You have inspiration. This dragon's in melee range. And
It's
you're a
death
paladin.
time.
You're a paladin.
It's death time.
And you still have
I'm not-
branding smite. Or thunder, whatever one you have.
Hello.
It's still gone.
So here's the thing. So I have lots of attacks now.
You have
Four.
do you have 4?
She has 3.
Well, what's your-
Well,
You have 3.
I might instead I might want to use one of my actions to do this. Let me know if I can do this for my channel
Yeah.
divinity.
So you can do that as your first action, and as your hasted action, you can make 1 attack.
Just one,
Yep. So
even
the
though
haste,
I normally get two.
so the hasted action
on a-
specifically only gives you 1 melee attack.
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
That's cool though, and we'll see if that can I still use the smite if it hits.
Absolutely, and that totally will hit. So let's do this. You're doing the
Yay!
channel divinity first. So because if the
Uh-huh.
channel divinity, if they fail, they're restrained, which means you have
Okay.
advantage on the attack. So that's gone because they did that. So let me do
Okay.
their strength or dex save of their choice. Well, they are better at dex. Surprisingly, they don't. That doesn't make any sense. I guess we're gonna go dex. An 18.
And that's
Does
against spell
That's against your
save.
spell save DC.
Okay, so mine is 14.
Okay, so it passes, so
It
it's not
passes.
restrained, but you do hit with a 21, and you're doing this two-handed, correct?
No, I have a
You're just shield.
shield.
Okay,
yeah.
so you do 11 damage, and 8 because it's flaming, correct?
Yep, it is.
Okay, so,
And-
and is it just a regular weapon, or is it's a magical weapon, right? Because it's flame tongue?
It is magical, yes.
Okay, so 19, okay. And then,
then
do your radiant damage for your smite,
For the
because you
branding
do get it, yep,
smite.
'cause you do get it from that.
I think I can just click this. Did that work?
Yes, it did. 5. Okay. This dragon is not looking happy. Okay,
Stab. Okay, that's my turn.
Mabry.
Okay, I would like to move away from the dragon.
You are welcome to do that.
10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Move as far as I can. And can you take a potion as a bonus action?
Yes, you can, and you'll get full healing from it because you're in the beacon. So you'll get 10 if you're taking a
Yay.
regular one.
Yes.
Cool.
So that's
So,
what
Yep.
our
So
cleric
just
friend gave me.
Yep. So just add 10 and take that potion out your inventory.
Yep. And that's all I can do.
You have an action.
I have an action.
Mhm.
Oh. I thought I couldn't if I moved. I don't know. I haven't played in
So you
very
can move.
long,
Yeah, so
obviously.
you can move. You have your bonus action, and you have your action to cast a spell or do anything else. You don't have to do anything with it, but you have it.
I would like to try.
Okay. And you are poisoned, so any attack you make will be at disadvantage. But you can make an attack.
I'm gonna try.
You poisoned yourself. You ate bad
Yep.
sushi.
Oh,
so
don't
sad.
say that. I'm supposed
So
to be going
sad.
to get sushi tomorrow. Now I feel like it's an omen. I'm gonna get food poisoning if I get sushi tomorrow.
My
It's a
bad.
good way to go.
Uh, that was a distraction. So, how would that work if I was going to cast magic missile? The disadvantage.
Just auto hit.
It would
Yeah,
even.
it always hits. Yeah.
Cool. So that's what I'm gonna do at the first level.
So that's 9, 10, 11, and add 1 to your thingamajig.
Yes.
And it reset after last time, so it's probably like a 2 right now. So.
It is 2 right now.
All right, and that's your turn,
Yay.
Elizabeth. This dragon's looking real bad.
Elizabeth, from where she's standing, is it restrained? No advantage, right?
No advantage now.
Okay, just checking. Just going to call out, because it worked so well last time. In the name of Bahamut, you will fall.
All right, so you hit it, and you do a significant amount of damage. It's
And
looking really hurt.
15, 20, 25, 30. And because of my guiding bolt, I grab my miskin and I stare at it right in its beady eyes.
And you do have advantage on the attack, and it's a melee attack for your hasted action. So 21 to hit
Oh,
for
nice.
7 damage, and for 7, 2. Okay, cool. It's looking not good. Looking real bad. All right. So
No.
can't get him back.
Go.
so it's gone because you got that. So you're the one doing the most damage to it, Elizabeth. It's gonna try and take you out, and it's in your thing. So
I am
what's your
aware.
damage? Natural
It
one.
misses. It
19.
misses.
Jesus.
It hits.
For 15 damage. And I need you to make a concentration saving throw of 10.
Okay,
No, yeah, 10. 10's right.
sorry.
4.
Okay, wrong one.
So
Yeah,
you
con
passed.
save.
You passed. Yep.
I will not go out quietly in this sweet night.
It's gonna stay. Tessa.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to transmutate my 3rd level sphere spell, and because he has disadvantage on the next attack spell against him. So please roll your
Okay.
dex save at disadvantage.
That's a 15.
That fails, so he takes 24 cold damage, and then at the end of his next turn, he's going to take an additional 11 cold damage as I transmutate the spell from acid to cold.
Please describe how you wish to kill this young red shadow dragon.
So as the claw comes down on Elizabeth, and she basically knocks it away, her fury in her eyes, the spell seems to morph around her and take the shape of a dragon itself before coming crashing down onto the dragon, and it looks like a mix of both radiant and cold damage as it basically just topples itself onto this dragon.
And the dragon falls unmoving to the feet of both Elizabeth and Cadence. That you have successfully slayed, killed,
Slayed.
destroyed,
Destroyed.
Slain.
Ended.
There you go.
Slain.
slayed, killed the dragon.
Yay.
Elizabeth is breathing heavily and starts to lean against her mace cane, trying to catch her breath.
That was a lot.
Tiny tiefling child, come here, please.
We beat it! We beat it! Oh my god!
Do,
We
do.
beat a dragon!
You see the shadows that are around its wings start to kind of fade, but they look almost like they're now icy shadows, and they envelop the dragon, and after a couple of seconds you see that all that remains of this dragon is its skull. Its body seems to fade off into the hot air.
Can I take a tooth? My tans are
Absolutely.
not gonna believe me that I beat a dragon. So I need to take a
Anything you
tooth.
want from this dragon that's from its skull, you can take.
Elizabeth will politely ask, "May I take the skull, if it is alright with you?"
I just want a tooth. Because they're never gonna believe
don't-
me if I don't bring back something as proof.
If they do not believe you, young Tessa Haram, you come find me, and I will whack them on the head with my mace. So help me, Bahamut! I need a minute to sit down.
Piper's gonna look at Elizabeth too, and she's like, "Could you, if my parents don't believe you, could you do that to them too?"
Elizabeth will nod her head and just sit down with her cane. Just, oh no, oh my head.
Oh my
I
You
god.
guys are
just
sitting-
realized.
As you guys are
I
sitting
just
and
realized I
refocusing.
can cure poison. Sorry.
So
There you go.
Elizabeth heals. I heal. I don't care. I heal you.
As you guys
I knew I could do something. I just couldn't find it. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. As you guys are sitting and catching your breath and just realizing the fact that the four of you threw together this group and played four different chromatic dragon wormlings and a shadow dragon, which nobody has seen yet in the guild. You are, in fact, the first to fight a shadow dragon. Um, you've done something which hasn't been done. And you notice that that their hoard is glinting from their treasures. You are welcome to go and investigate it if you so choose.
Sure, I'll go. Actually, I'm gonna jump on Caden's back because she's still hasted, and I'm gonna say charge, and I'm gonna like point towards the point towards the treasure chest.
Can I also dash? Just like
But yeah, you can.
moving
Your
so
speed
fast.
your speed is quadrupled,
Oh,
and you can use your movement and
beautiful.
your dash. So your speeds. So it's normally 30, so you get 60. Yes, you move 120 feet. So you're just bam, you got monk speed.
I'm gonna
We're there.
walk with little Mavry after I grab the skull and just catch up with them.
You're hasted
But
too.
also, but also kind of leaning on Mavry, just kind of tired, but also walking really fast because haste is still in effect.
So as you guys go over quickly and, well, efficiently, shall I say, you are looking through this hoard, and you each come out with 750 gold pieces apiece.
Oh my god.
You find a magical metallic rod, a rope which seems to have some kind of magical effect to it, and two larger than normal gems. One of them is a very large emerald, and one is a very large yellow diamond.
If you guys are alright,
And
I would ask for the diamond and the skull if that's allowed.
the diamond is not the kind of diamond that you think it is.
Okay.
It is, so I will tell you the items are an immovable rod, a rope of climbing, a elemental gem emerald, and an elemental gem yellow diamond. And they are specific magical items that effectively summon elementals one time. So,
Cool.
We can definitely use that rope to get down the mountain. That's really glad we found that.
you also see some sort of flashing circular device that is also at the bottom of this pile. It's different because it's not something you've seen before, and it looks like magically mechanical in some way. Anybody who wants to can roll a Arcana check.
I would like to.
Not good at it, but I'll still do it.
Say I
Not
get
good,
plus
but I'll
0,
try.
but
Nice. Hayden,
Oh, I
you
roll well now. Okay.
you kind of look at it for a minute, and you get this almost divine inspiration, and it seems very similar in the type of magic as to what brought you here. It seems like it's probably conjuration magic, maybe. But you're not a student of the arcane, but it feels familiar. So
It might be able to transport us.
I think so. That sounds like a good
It does,
guess.
it does not seem out of the realm of possibility.
Well, if anyone's not against it, I would love to have one of the gems.
I am not against it at all, little Miss Tessa.
I'm fine with either gem, really.
My first instinct when I see a diamond is to believe it would help with my cleric casting because this is the thing you need for reviving someone. I'm sorry, I am so tired. Huh. I realize it is not that though. So whatever the rest of you want, let me have my skull and whatever item is left. And I am content.
Okay. Um,
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pray to Bahamut while the rest of you go through the loot, and I will heal us as well if you give me a moment.
great. That would be wonderful. Mavery, Cadence, do you have a preference?
So, me the person does not, because me the person doesn't know what those things are.
Well, each of
Same.
the
I'm trying to
gems.
read it now.
So each of the gems summons an elemental one time. So the green one, I believe, summons an earth elemental, and the yellow one summons, I believe, an air elemental. That basically, it's like the summon elemental spell that you just break, you smash it on the ground, and you summon an elemental to fight with you for as long as the spell lasts. The
Hmm.
immovable rod is an immovable rod that can do a whole host of different things depending on how creative you want to be with it. And the rope of climbing is a 60-foot length of rope that weighs 3 pounds that can hold up to 3,000 pounds. You can cast a command word, animate the rope, and you can basically have it move the direction you choose, and it moves 10 feet each action basically, and it can tie itself. It's basically a magical rope that you can tell it to do stuff, and it will give you a climbing rope. It also has an AC and HP. So
I take that back. I would love the immovable rod. I would love to play so many pranks on my brothers, guys. You have no idea.
That sounds awesome.
I will take yours for it. I don't condone pranks, but if I'm not there looking, I can't get mad at you, can I? As
That's
I was saying, Bahamut,
that's a that's a fair point. And if everybody's okay with it, Tessa will take the immovable rod.
Yes.
anyway,
it was
that is
no.
Tessa Haran, who's a sweetheart who killed the dragon with another dragon. I don't understand, but I appreciate it very much.
But yeah, so it's you can summon an elemental for an hour, and there's the earth elemental with the diamond and the water elemental with the emerald. So that's both there, and then the climbing rope, and then the iron rod. But as you guys get healing after you hear Elizabeth once again yell at her god, tell him about her day. And do you all touch the flashing kind of orbit there?
And I put my middle finger up just because.
Me too. I
Elizabeth
put
does
both
not
my middle
touch
fingers up.
it. Elizabeth does not, but then looks around and goes, just as long as Gleaning doesn't see, and pulls one up.
So as you guys all touch this glowing, flashing beacon, maybe, you immediately are translocated, but not back to the Dungeon Delvers Guild. You are, however, transported to a very low elevation area, and you look behind you, and you see Middle Finger Mountain is completely behind you. And as you look around, you actually see a sign posted that the mountain that points um, behind you and in front of you. The sign that points behind you says Middle Finger Mountain, dead ahead. And the sign pointing the other way, going more south, says 100-acre circle, 7 days. So you find yourself 7 days away from the nearest major settlement by foot, and that is where we will leave the session.
uh,
Woo!
that's awesome.
So about the loot, if I can ask, what? Okay, so I know that Tessa wants the rod. What do Cadence and Mabry want?
Uh, I feel like the earth elemental gem would be cool, but I am open to anything.
I don't have a preference, honestly, like for what loot item I receive.
If that's the case, I think I would. I'd like to take the. Well, I mean, I can fly, but I don't usually fly. Hmm. I'll take the rope of climbing if you guys want to just divvy up the gems.
Okay.
You two are gonna have a lot of fun with those gems. Those are
I'm
great, like
excited for it.
those
I
are
was like,
great
ooh,
emergency ones. If you ever get
yeah.
yourself in a pinch, you break that and you instantly have like a really powerful ally for at least 10 rounds.
This
For an
this
hour. No, it's
this
an hour.
It's an hour. Oh
What?
this rope of
That's
climbing
so good.
is so helpful because it gives me advantage on my +1 athletics checks. Huh. I need that. I'm old.
yes. All right. Great game, Alex.
It takes a minute to cast
Perfect.
that to break the gem, but you get it for an hour, so keep that in mind. And you all get 750 gold. So
Yay. Great game, Alex. Thank you so much. Thank you all for playing. Thank you for anybody who watches this on YouTube. I hope everybody had fun. This was an absolute blast. Thank you, Alex.
It was awesome.
well, everybody have a great night. I guess we're saying bye now.
Yep.
Bye.
Everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.
Bahamut be with you.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.